loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars and welcome to today's pick a card reading. For anybody who's new, my name is Cynthia. I want to look at the next 7 days, what your spirit guides want you to know about the week ahead or the next 7 days, or maybe they want to already let you know about something that is going to happen. Just going to look at what your spirit guides want you to know, what spirit wants you to know about the next 7 days, or what you should be aware of, or any tea. Okay, anything that you need to know about the next 7 days is what we're going to look at. So without further ado, in the next clip you can choose between 3 images and I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. Hello my lovely pal number 1, welcome to your reading, guys. So as you can tell by the title, we're looking at what happens next in your life, your next 7 days, what you need to know, what your spirit guides want you to know, what spirit wants you to know about the next 7 days. Okay, if you're new, I usually tap into the energy and then I show you the cards here and there. So pile number 1, there was a lot coming through for you guys, to the point where I had to take notes. And if you guys are familiar, like if you guys know me, I usually don't take notes, but with you guys I had to take notes this time. So I wrote some notes down. So if I look here, I'm just looking at my notes, guys. Okay, so let me tap into the energy. Pile number 1, the first thing that I heard with you guys the next 7 days, I heard recovered people pleaser, and I heard not caring about what other people think is a different or a new kind of level of freedom. Okay, so the next 7 days for me feels like you are going to experience a different kind of freedom or a new level of freedom, because there's something about overcoming something that you were afraid of, specifically about like pleasing people. Okay, I would not be surprised if a lot of you guys, you tell me that you used to be a people pleaser, or that there's a particular person that you're really good at. For example, for some of you guys, you're not good at speaking up, and you know, you are not good at, you know, just doing your own thing without thinking what other people think of you. And for others of you, you are really good at it, but I feel like you only became good at it over time. Okay, and for others of you, I'm picking up that there's a particular person where maybe your old self is coming out. You know how you are very confident, but then there's a particular person who kind of triggers like the old version of you that is not confident, or that is kind of like a people pleaser. So basically the next 7 days, let me actually show you the card. We have here Queen of Everything. Okay, we have here Queen of Everything. I'm going to read out the card in a second, but the first thing that I felt was kind of like a recovered people pleaser. So I'm picking up a strong energy here, pile number 1, that the next 7 days you are reaching a new level of not giving an F what other people think of you. Again, even if you tell me, Cynthia, I'm usually really good at it, I don't care what other people think of me. And for others of you, you might be telling me, yeah, I've been struggling with that for a while, that I noticed I'm such a people pleaser, or something about where you always try to please everyone and then you end up being very sad. Okay, and for others of you, again, it has been a long journey. You have been a people pleaser for a long chapter in your life, and I'm seeing here, especially with the 10 of Swords, there's something about you're going to feel a new kind of freedom the next 7 days, because you are recovering from being a people pleaser. Something about where an energy where you no longer care about what other people think of you, and again, it's a new level of confidence. I feel like you've never been this confident in your life, or Something about you never felt as free as you're going to feel the next 7 days is what I'm picking up here, okay, with the Queen of Everything. So again, this brings me to confidence, kind of like, bitch better have my money, in Rihanna, you know, like with Rihanna, or something about like, you know, the confidence of Beyonce, Rihanna. That's what I'm being brought to be honest with you guys, okay. But I want to read this card out here, okay? So the card is called Queen of Everything, okay? And the card says, now's the time to shine and be unafraid of claiming recognition for all your hard work, you see? Something about you're no longer afraid. If there was a certain person that you were afraid of, you're no longer going to be afraid. You're going to look into this person's eyes like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? You know, kind of like an energy. I'm also hearing, if you know who you are, nobody can tell you who you are. Kind of like where you are so, something about your confidence is rock solid, or something about you're so at peace with who you are that nobody can say anything to shake your confidence or to bother you. I'm also hearing don't hate, meditate, okay? And I'm also hearing, sorry guys, I'm all over the place, but you guys already know me. I do freestyle. I'm also seeing the picture in my head. Let me actually see if I can find it. For example, I'm hearing, unfortunately, a lot of y'all met me when I lacked boundaries and was a people pleaser. Let me reintroduce myself. I burn bridges as needed, okay? That's the type of energy that I pick up here with you guys. Something about where people only know the version of you where you were a people pleaser, or something about, we're actually going to talk about it, because I feel like your confidence, or your newfound confidence, or you not giving an F. I'm also hearing it feels so good not to give an F. Look at that. It feels so good not to care. It's going to trigger people, but first of all, we're going to talk about you because you're the star of the show, okay? But it says, when you've been meditating every day and all of a sudden dumb shit don't bother you no more. Okay, listen, part number one, that's the energy that I pick up with you guys the next 7 days. Something about you're going to reach a new level of not caring. People can look at you sideways. You're walking like that. Oh, you look at me sideways? No problem. Keep on hating. Something about where there's something about your confidence is going to be rock solid, or something about you found peace. Something about, I'm even picking up an energy here. I'm hearing, it took me a long time to accept myself for who I am, or it took me a long time to see where I fit into the world. But I found myself, or I'm at peace with myself, or I really like myself, or I'm happy that God made me this way, or I'm so happy that I'm me and I'm not anybody else. Okay, something about where, again, nothing nobody says bothers you anymore. You're even going to notice like, oh my God, usually I'm very bothered when people look at me, or when there's too many eyes on me, but you're going to be kind of like in an energy where you are in a Zen mode. And usually things that bother you don't bother you no more. Okay, because you found a new level of peace, or you found a new level of freedom, because you somehow accepted yourself. I feel like you've been thinking a lot the last couple of months and weeks. With the Ten of Swords, it tells me, can I say something? The Ten of Swords for me feels like mentally arriving, kind of like where you have been asking yourself a lot of questions. Who am I? And you have been, the last couple of months and weeks, you have been looking at, okay, this is the old version of me. I don't want to be that no more. And then there's also this part of me that I want to reclaim from the past. Certain things I don't want to take into my future. Certain things that I've done in the past, I'm not that person anymore. But other things that I did in the past, I want to reclaim them. I want to reintroduce them, or I want to, you know, like, get back to the basics, get back to the things that I've done in the past that made me me. And then you've also found a lot of things, a lot of new things, like, wow, I didn't know how important this topic is to me. Now that I know how important this topic is to me, or this practice, or something about where you gained new wisdom and new books and new podcasts, and you found yourself being drawn to new colors, you found yourself being drawn to new music, kind of like an energy where you were on a long journey to kind of like find yourself. And the interesting thing is, I talked about that in a different reading, in a reading before that. What was it called? Was it a future spouse reading? I talked about how your 20s, and you don't have to be in your 20s, okay? But I feel like this is just life in general, to be honest with you guys. But there was like a meme back in the days. I cannot find it anymore, or else I would show it to you. But there was like this meme. There was this meme that said your 20s consist of feeling found and feeling lost. So you feel like, oh, I know who I am. This is my friend circle. This is what I like. And then you start to realize that you outgrow things, and then you're kind of lost. Like, who am I? You know, what is really important to me? What kind of friendships do I want to have? So you kind of feel lost. Then you find yourself again, like, okay, this is who I am, and this is what I want, and this is how I dress. You know, can I say something to you guys? For example, I noticed that every year I dress differently. I don't know if you guys also have been noticing it, something about where your favorite color changes all the time, or the way you want to style your hair, or the way you want to style your hair, or something about the way you want to dress, that it is changing all the time. But it shows kind of like internally, what happens internally with you is also what shows on the outside. Maybe you also changed the way that you do your makeup. Maybe you used to do like a light feminine makeup, right, with light eyes and like very subtle, and now you're more like dark feminine, or the other way around. You used to be more dark feminine, and now you start to become a little bit softer. Because let me tell you something, the last year actually, this is so freaking funny, but I feel like you guys are going to feel like, yeah, that sounds like me, or I can relate. For example, I think last year or the year before, I had a year where I didn't wear anything black. So I completely refused to wear anything black. Everything was white. My trousers were white, my shoes were white, everything was white, like anything other than black. So I never wore, not a single day in that year I wore anything black, like when I was outside or something along those lines, because I was obsessed with the color white. And now this year I'm obsessed with the color black, where I don't like to wear anything white. Well, I do wear something white right now, but I'm like, I find so much joy in wearing black stuff, which is the complete opposite to last year. And last year, the way I dressed is not the way that I dress right now. It's like and it shows, like, you know, the transformation that happens within you, because you do, you know, express yourself again, even with your makeup, or maybe your favorite color is changing. It just shows that you outgrow the old version of you and you become a new version of yourself. And then there's like a long chapter where you are, you know how, for example, in your teenage years, you're a completely different person to motherhood, right? Motherhood, maybe then you also start to change the way you dress, or maybe you are in your 20s, early 20s, late 20s, there's always like this change that is happening, like finding yourself, losing yourself. And this energy feels like, okay, I know who I am. Nobody can tell me what to do. Maybe I've been a little lost, or I had a lot of question marks in my head. But I feel like with the Ten of Swords again, this is like mentally arriving, like, if someone would ask you, who are you? Oh yeah, that's what it is. If someone would ask you, who are you? You could answer. You could actually write a poem about yourself. You could answer. Or this is going to be the energy by the end of the next 7 days. Even if you tell me, I'm not quite there yet, I feel like the next 7 days there might be a huge realization, a huge insight that you could actually write about who you are, or you could fill a whole page about who you are and what you stand for and what you represent. And I'm hearing, it feels so good to feel found, or it feels so good to know who you are. Okay, and it's interesting that I say that, because I also channeled the Lion King. Okay, I channeled the Lion King. I also channeled the song My Power by Beyonce. So you're definitely going to be like in your power energy, like literally you're going to feel very, very powerful. And if you look back to who you were 2 months ago, 3 months ago, you're going to feel like, wow, you know, I'm the most powerful version of myself. Like, I'm getting to know the most powerful version of myself, or I've never been this bold, I've never been this powerful, and I never gave less of a shit. Okay, and it feels really, really good to you. Okay, but I was channeling, hold on guys, yeah, I was channeling Lion King. You guys know when Simba was running away and he was like hiding and he didn't know who he was, and then Rafiki, I think the monkey came. I think his name is Rafiki. You know, the monkey came and the monkey was asking him, who are you? And then he said, I don't know who I am. because I'm hearing the question is, who are you? Okay, but again, it's kind of like an energy where you no longer question who you are. You're gonna feel like, I know who I am. So you're basically going to feel very, very comfortable and at peace with who you are. You're going to feel comfortable with your decisions, even if it pisses other people off, okay? Because I feel like you had maybe a particular chapter in your life, or maybe always, where you always felt like scared to piss people off, and therefore maybe you didn't do certain things that you wanted to do. Do you know what I mean? Or something about, again, where you were scared to stand in front of a bully, or to have like an argument or like a conversation with somebody, because you felt like they could, you know how when you feel insecure going into a conversation because you think that maybe they're going to say something that really hurts you. Something about people can no longer hurt you, or people can no longer poke you, people can no longer bother you, okay? Or nothing nobody says makes you feel insecure. You're gonna feel very secure in who you are. You're gonna walk like, you know how Naomi Campbell walks on a catwalk. I'm just bringing these, I'm just saying these names so that you know which energy that I pick up here, okay? You know how Naomi Campbell walks on a catwalk and nobody can tell her nothing? That's the energy that I feel with you guys, okay? So let's read out the card that says Queen of Everything. Now's the time to shine and be unafraid of claiming recognition for all your hard work. Gracefully accept compliments and words of kindness. So again, you're gonna probably receive a lot of compliments, or I'm hearing your confidence is going to be very sexy and very attractive to a lot of people here. So expect more compliments than usual, or expect more eyes on you than usual. Can I also say something? I'm also picking up the energy here where you're going to feel one with your body, kind of like you look at yourself in the mirror and you find yourself sexy, or maybe there's something particular where you really like your eyes, and something about where you're going to feel like a very sensual, sexual energy in your body, and you're like oozing it out, you know, kind of like when you walk, you know, it's your aura, it's in your aura. It's like very seductive to people, but it's kind of like where you really enjoy yourself, or you're something about, you know, it's kind of like where you are at peace, or you are very happy about the decisions that you've made. You actually like yourself, you celebrate yourself, you're happy that God created you the way that you are. Like, oh my God, I'm so amazing, I'm so happy that God created me this way, you know. Maybe I didn't see my greatness before, but now I see that I'm freaking amazing and I like myself, you know. Or again, this could also be an energy where you're very, very proud of yourself, okay, where you are proud of yourself for certain decisions that you've made. You're going to feel like something about where you're going to feel in alignment. Does that make sense? Where you make decisions that make you feel like, okay, I'm very proud of my decisions, and I'm very proud of who I am, and I'm very proud that I, you know, stood up against the bully, and I'm very proud of speaking, you know, my thoughts, and I'm very proud that I'm like something about where you're also going to feel so happy because maybe I feel like there's a particular fear that is falling off the next 7 days. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm picking up here, okay? So it says there is no reason why you shouldn't do so. You are gaining more influence in your life. Things are beginning to fall into place in love as well as your career. Being promoted or taking your business to the next level is likely to happen. Keep your standards high and be decisive about who you mingle with. Some people might hover around you for their own benefit, but you can watch those people slowly disappear when you set healthy boundaries. Okay, so again, it says you're gaining more influence in your life. Okay, meaning something about you're gonna feel like you are in control, or nobody can control you, or something about nobody is in control of your mood. Like nobody can piss you off. You feel at peace no matter if someone is giving you a bombastic side. I kind of like, if I could describe the energy, for me this feels like you walk into your workplace, right? And you know that there's this certain somebody that doesn't like you, you know, and maybe in the past you felt a little insecure, or you started to stutter when this person is around because you know that they don't like you. So you feel a little bit uncomfortable and a little bit insecure. In the next 7 days, there's this energy of like you walk into the company, she's giving you a bombastic side eye, he or she, and it doesn't bother you. You know, it doesn't bother you. You still feel comfortable. Like nobody can make you feel uncomfortable. Nobody can make you feel insecure. Nobody can make you feel afraid. You feel comfortable in your body. You trust the universe. You trust yourself, you trust the process, okay? You're really gonna be in your freaking power, okay? You're gonna feel like, wow, when was the last time I felt so powerful, so at peace, so confident? It's been a while, or I've never felt this way before. But you're gonna be like, wow, usually that bothers me, but that didn't bother me. Or wow, usually those type of comments or, you know, looks, they hurt me or make me feel sad, but for some odd reason, I don't care. You might even find yourself laughing about when people throw shade at you or whatever. Kind of like, oh my God, this is so funny that I can laugh about it. For some of you guys, you might actually even find yourself laughing about something that used to hurt you in the past. You guys know when, and again, it's like a sensitive topic depending on if you are already healed. But, you know, sometimes for me, for example, I sometimes look at myself in the past and all the bullshit that I've done, you know, like when you cry over a guy and then you do all kinds of crazy shit. And then when you look back, you're like, oh my God, what the fuck was wrong with me? And then you kind of like laugh about it. So you might even actually find yourself laughing about something that used to hurt you a lot in the past, or something has happened in the past that was like a big deal. You know, like, oh my God, you know, when he told me he doesn't like me, my world was over and stuff like that. And now you look back at it and you laugh about it, you make jokes about it, and it shows you how far you've come in your healing journey. Okay, it's kind of like, oh my God, you know, that's so funny. What happened in the past, it doesn't bother me anymore. And you're really gonna enjoy this light-hearted energy. You're really gonna enjoy this fierce energy that you feel, this boldness, you know, again, not caring about what other people think or not being afraid of other people and what they think is a new level of confidence, is a new level of freedom. So you are experiencing a new level of freedom the next 7 days. Okay, the card also says you're gaining more influence. So you could actually feel like you are gaining more influence. I don't know what exactly this means. Something about maybe you're going to notice that you are more powerful at manifesting, or things manifest faster than usual, or you start to manifest bigger things into your life. Okay, because your energy and your power is stronger. So it also says that things are falling into place. So again, you're gonna feel like things are working out for you. Everything is working out for you. Kind of like a full circle moment where you realize that a lot of problems actually came from you being a people pleaser. Now that you are no longer a people pleaser, a lot of like emotional baggage is just gone, right? It's kind of like certain things that were on your shoulders because you cared about what other people think, it's no longer there, and you're gonna be like, wow, I feel so free. Okay. Yeah, so it says you're gaining more influence in your life. Things are beginning to fall into place in love as well as your career. So look at that. So things are falling into place in your love life and in your career. Being promoted or taking your business to the next level is likely to happen. So again, for a lot of you guys, there could be promotions, there could be new job offers coming to you. You could start to manifest better jobs with bigger salaries. Okay, for a lot of you guys, you might also, you know, get a new job the next 7 days that is like the next level. You've never had a job like that. Okay, you know, like meaning that it's like an upgrade. It feels like an upgrade. Does that make sense? Something about an upgrade in your career, an upgrade in your love life. You usually don't meet men like that. All of a sudden you have like a man that is like an upgrade to the person that you used to like, you used to have a crush on, or that you used to date. It's like it's a different level. Okay, this guy, this girl is on a different level. Kind of like maybe even, for example, if you go on a date, it's on a different level, kind of like an upgrade. I'm hearing, no, let me upgrade you. Okay, so something about an upgrade. Okay, and it says, keep your standards high and be decisive about who you mingle with. Some people might hover over you for their own benefit. So again, for others of you, because you are in this powerful energy and this seductive energy, you're not only going to attract gentlemen or ladies, you're also going to attract like men or women that just want to F you, you know, that are just very, you know, they are very attracted to this powerful seductive energy that you have. So you have to be aware of that. Not everybody that is going to approach you the next 7 days actually likes you for you. Maybe they're just very drawn to your sexy energy or your confidence, or they just fantasize about like, you know, spending a night with you. So be aware of that. Okay, and also listen to your spirit guides when they tell you that somebody's not good for you. I don't know why I heard that so clearly. Okay, yeah, so it looks freaking amazing here. Let me see what else is coming through here. So the card also says Feeling like you are the queen of everything is a feeling similar to pure exhilaration and glee. The world is your oyster at this time, and new ideas and ventures can flourish and blossom. With growing confidence, remember to remain humble at the same time. So I feel like you're finding the perfect balance between being humble but also being confident. You know, like the golden middle between liking yourself, being happy how God created you, being confident, really enjoying yourself, or feeling like, oh my God, you know, the painting that I drew looks amazing. It's awesome, you know, it's fantastic. But at the same time, not thinking that you are better than other people. You just like you, kind of like where you like you, okay, but that doesn't mean that you have to put other people down. So I feel like you find the golden middle between being humble and being confident, okay? That's what it feels like to me here. And because you find the golden middle, that also means that your life starts to get back into balance. So you're gonna feel like your life is back in balance, or maybe your finances are back in balance, or something about you're gonna feel very balanced inside, okay? I'm also hearing that you're no longer going to feel like you are lacking or missing something. You're going to feel whole, okay? Something about you're going to feel whole, okay? And it says, with growing confidence, remember to remain humble at the same time. Words of wisdom shared with you will help you become even more successful, especially in business. Don't be shy to take the lead and push yourself and others forward. That's what authentic queen energy is all about. Sharing all your successes and riches by showing others the light, uplifting those around you and spreading hope. Be the light you have always been meant to be. Now, the interesting thing is, because I also heard with you guys that the next 7 days you might also be in a position where people will want to, how can I explain that energy? I pick up an energy where spirit is saying you learned a lot about confidence, or about finding yourself, or something about being at peace with who you are, or what true self-love really means, okay? And I feel like an energy where you might be in a position where spirit wants you to help other people to become confident. I don't know exactly what this means. This could be a particular person where spirit wants you to build this person back up because maybe their confidence got scratched on, kind of like where you are this confident, beautiful queen that fixes another queen's crown, okay? Or for example, you are a king and you are fixing the other person's crown. So there could be an energy where you're going to be so powerful that you have the power to build another person's confidence back up. Does that make sense? Where you have your own crown on your head, you walk with your head held high, your chest is out, you're very confident in who you are, okay, and you don't care about if people look at you, what they say, because you are just at peace. I'm also saying you are at peace with yourself and you are at peace with God, okay? Because God or spirit knows you, so nothing nobody else says really matters if you are at peace with God in the universe. Or when you look into the mirror, I'm hearing the man in the mirror, like you are at peace with yourself. You know that your heart is pure and that your intentions are pure, okay? Yeah, so there could be an energy where spirit wants you to fix someone else's crown the next 7 days. You might be telling me, I don't know exactly what this means. This might make sense the next 7 days, where someone again is gonna come to you and this person is really down, and you know, yeah, look at that, this person is really down, or this person is really going through something, and you're gonna give this person like a pep talk, and I feel like you're really going to make a huge difference in this person's, look at that, you're going to make a huge difference in this person's life, or kind of like you're going to share everything that you've learned the past couple of months and weeks with another person or with other people, and it's going to make a huge difference in their life, okay? Kind of like where you are the answer to a lot of people, or to a particular person that feels lost, and whatever you're going to say to them is going to be the beginning of their confidence journey, or kind of like where again, where you crown somebody with what you say to them and they remember who they are, okay? A king or a queen that fixes another person's, or another queen's, another king's crown, okay? I'm also hearing heavy is the head that wears the crown, because I'm also seeing some bullshit here. We're gonna talk about it, okay? Let me see what else I wrote down. So recovered people pleaser, teach people confidence, true queens fix each other's crown, okay? Now with the Queen of Wands here, again, there is something about, I almost want to say, you know how everybody has a different task. Some people are supposed to learn about, I don't know. Some people are supposed to learn about friendship, you know. Some people are supposed to learn about science. Some people are supposed to learn about the body, the physique. Some people are supposed to learn about gardening, you know, where people are experts at gardening, experts at building the body, experts at, you know, like, or really talented and skilled at networking. I feel like what you have mastered is actually self-love, or confidence, or building your confidence back up from scratch, specifically when you have been going through something very traumatic, because the Ten of Swords does tell me that you have been at rock bottom at some point, okay? May that be because of like a bad relationship, a bad friendship. You have been at rock bottom, so you know what it feels like to be at rock bottom, but you're also going to know, or you do know what it feels like to be on top, especially again when it comes to self-love, self-confidence. I'm being brought to, it's kind of like, you know how a cat, she is sweet and cuddly and fluffy, but she also knows when to scratch somebody or when to bite somebody. I feel like you find this this beautiful balance the next 7 days. For others of you, you might actually come across somebody who's going to teach you all of that. If you tell me, Cynthia, that doesn't sound like me, I feel like you're going to meet somebody, or you're going to listen to somebody the next 7 days. May that be on the phone, at a podcast or whatever, or you're going to read a book, and whatever this person is sharing with you, it's gonna click. She or he is gonna say something that is really gonna flip, you know, the switch in your mind, where you really understand what self-love is really about, or how to build your confidence, or something about how to no longer be a people pleaser. So again, you are recovering from being a people pleaser. May that be a particular person, or you are recovering from being afraid because of a particular person, okay? This BITCH doesn't bother you no more. Okay, and it's gonna feel freaking amazing is what I'm picking up here. Now, pile number 1, this is not everything, okay? I want to tell you one thing. There is, I don't know if it's a particular person or it's multiple people, but again, you are reintroducing yourself, right? Just like the quote that I said. A lot of you people, like a lot of people from your past, they met you when you didn't have boundaries. They met you when you were not confident. They met you when you were down. They met you when you were kind of miserable. Okay, I'm also hearing they like me better when I'm fucked up and ashy. I'm gonna be honest, I picked that up very strongly. So there's gonna be maybe a particular person or multiple people that are gonna be very triggered by the new version of you, because again, it says a lot of y'all met me when I didn't have healthy boundaries. Let me reintroduce myself. I burn bridges as needed. So a lot of people are going to feel like you've changed and you're cocky now and you're selfish now, but they just have a distorted view of what self-love really means, okay? Or they kind of like where they didn't sit down with themselves. So they don't sit down with themselves and think about why they feel triggered, because if they did, they would find enlightenment. They would find a very, maybe an epiphany, an answer to maybe their suffering or their pain. But some people don't want to sit down and look at why they feel pain when they see you confident, so they're just gonna throw shade at you, like, oh, you think you're all that, or you think you're the shit, or who do you actually think you are? You know, like when people wanna, you know, like want to put you down, like come down a notch, or you know, like you're not Rihanna, you're not Beyonce, come the fuck down, or whatever, or you're not all that. I don't know, where some people maybe they just think it. For others of you, you might actually see somebody saying something stupid to you, but again, it's kind of like where these people are triggered by the version of you, like, because again, you are now the strongest, most confident version of yourself. And true loyal people, or people, I'm also hearing when a person, yeah, your spirit guides are here. I'm also hearing when a friend turns into an enemy, this person has been a hater since day one, or something about where, why do these people only like you when you are miserable and ashy and you feel bad? I'm hearing misery loves company, but now that you are so confident and you feel so good with yourself, they somehow get triggered. Okay, so there could be a particular person or multiple people who are going to get triggered by this version of you, you know, where you are looking at yourself as a goddess, as a queen, as a king, and you're walking like that. They don't understand that this is about a journey within self. This is not like I'm the queen of your life and I'm the queen of your life. It's just you are the queen to yourself, right? You look into the mirror and you're like, I'm the queen of the ocean, but it's not like, you know, it's not like you're walking around where you feel like people need to treat you like a queen or whatever. It's just you, like, I feel like I'm the queen of the ocean, you know, I'm the queen of fire, I'm the queen of earth, you know, and it's like, it's just like a connection that you have with yourself when you look into the mirror, and you call yourself a queen or a king, okay, just to show yourself like, hey, I'm treating myself well because I'm God's creation, and you know, God creates amazing things, and I'm one of these amazing things that God created. But again, some people will not understand, or they will get triggered by your confidence. They will get triggered by your attitude. I'm also using attitude of gratitude. So some people are going to feel like, yeah, who do you think you are? Like, you know, you've changed, you know. And when they say you've changed, like, listen to me. If somebody tells you that you got cocky, or that you are selfish or whatever, Spirit wants you to know these people, their energy is shady, okay? They just don't like you when you are confident and bold and fierce. They get intimidated when you are confident, bold and fierce. They like you better when you're fucked up and ashy. That's when they liked you. They liked you when you were down and out. They like to be around a company, or they like company that is just doing as bad as them. So when you start to do well, or when you start to get all these compliments, or, you know, like, they're not gonna feel comfortable around you. So there could be an energy where you're going to notice that some people are starting to act funny. And I'm letting you know, guys, these people, they did not go on a self-love journey, but they're also not in an energy where they ask genuine questions. Whatever they're gonna say comes from a very shady place. I'm going to let you know, okay? So don't take it too hard. But again, that's also the energy where you kind of like, you no longer give a fuck, okay? But yeah, there could be certain people that they don't like you loving yourself. They don't like you being confident. They don't like it. But it's funny, because if they liked you when you were down, if they liked you when you were miserable, and now you are good, or maybe, for example, some people only liked you because you always did what they wanted from you. Does that make sense? So if people only like you when you always say yes and you are a people pleaser, they like the people pleaser version of you. So when you no longer are a people pleaser, and you sometimes say no, or you sometimes voice your opinion, or you sometimes disagree, then it shows that these people were only there so that they can get something. Like, they only wanted you to kiss their ass, and they only wanted kind of like what they only wanted to be around you so that they can get something from you, right? Because if these people truly love you, they're going to be happy seeing you confident and successful and happy. They're going to be like, yes, that's my queen, that's my bitch, you know. That's what they would do if they would truly love your soul. If they don't like your soul, they're going to be like, oh, you've changed, I don't like you anymore, you know. Or I don't know, do you know what I mean? Kind of like where they only liked you because you kissed their ass, or they only liked you because you maybe gave something to them. Maybe you were always there to listen to them. You always had a listening ear. So they only liked you for what you could do for them, but they didn't like the real you, because you are embracing who you truly are. It's just a more confident, more bold version of yourself, but it's still you. So if they don't like it, then they didn't even like you. They just like the people pleaser version of you. They like the little, they like the version of you where you were playing small, okay? Yeah, so I'm seeing an energy here where, again, you're gonna somehow trigger certain people here. I'm not gonna lie, certain people are gonna be like they're gonna be like, ugh, you know, they're gonna have like an attitude, okay? But again, I'm hearing don't hate, meditate. That's what you do. You meditate instead of hating. They hate instead of meditating. Instead of meditating, they're hating, and instead of you hating, you meditate. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like to me here, guys. We also have here, And you know what I'm also hearing? I'm also hearing that there's also other people that are really going to like this confident version of you. I'm also hearing, oh, this is so cute, because I'm hearing, because we have the card here, this person truly loves you or likes you and wants to support you, exchange ideas, have a long conversation. So I'm hearing, I don't know, it could be a particular person, could be a new person, but I'm seeing some people are going to be like, pile number one, I told you you're beautiful. I'm so happy that you finally see it. Or, oh, I'm so happy that you finally found your confidence. I was like, man, this woman, this girl, this guy has so much potential. I wish pile number one would see how talented they are. I wish pile number one would believe in themselves more, and they're going to be like, oh my god, I'm so happy that you're finally confident, that you finally speak up, that you finally tell people, you know, like to get the fuck out of the room or to fuck off and leave you alone. I'm so happy that you are now strong. So certain people are going to be clapping for you, like, oh my god, finally pile number one, you know, tells people off, you know, kind of like, you know, a friend who always told you, like, tell your auntie to leave you the fuck alone. Who does she think she is, you know? Why is she always criticizing you? And then you finally tell your auntie off, and then your friend or whoever this person is going to be like, oh my god, finally you did it, you know, I'm so happy, I'm so proud of you, look how much you've grown. Okay, so there's like two energies. Do you see where I'm coming from? So some people are going to love the new version of you. Some people are going to be like, oh my god, finally. Okay, or they're going to be so happy that you are happy. They are going to be happy that you are happy, or they're really going to enjoy this confident version of yourself. Like, oh my god, you know, I'm so happy that you finally come with me to this place, because maybe you used to be insecure and you didn't want to, you know, keep your friend company when they went to a particular place. They always wanted to go there with you, but you were insecure, and all of a sudden, you know, like your insecurities are falling off, and then you join your friend at this event and they're going to be like, oh my god, I'm so happy that you come with me. I'm so happy that, you know, like you no longer feel insecure. And again, there's another version, or the other side is like, who do you think you are, and this and that and this and that. Okay, we also have here the card Karma. Okay, it says the negative energy that's sent to you returns to them now. Goddess Ma'at's energy is present. So I also pick up a strong energy here where a lot of people are receiving karma the next 7 days. And the best way I could describe it, okay, the spirit showed me, you know how she is holding a piece of paper? It looks like a pen, or that she's like holding a pen in her hands. Do you see that? So she's holding a pen in her hand. She is confident in what she's doing and who she is. She's in control, okay? So this is you, the Queen of Wands, okay? I'm also hearing for some of you guys something about your plans are working out. So the next 7 days you're going to be very happy about a plan working out. But again, we're going to talk about it. You actually remind me, I did a community post. I think it was pile 2. Something about negative energy and plans are working out. And I talked about Underground King, the song by Drake. If you chose this pile, this is definitely your pile. Just a confirmation. But if you look at her, okay, Spirit wants me to explain that to you. So this is you, okay? You have your plan in your hands. I'm also hearing a master plan or something about a mind map, organizing yourself, okay? Now, this is the other person. This is the person who receives karma, okay? So the way Spirit is showing this to me is this person right here. They had a plan to come to you, okay? This person had a plan to come to you and ruin your plan, or to somehow sabotage you. So as they're getting up, Spirit is showing me as this person is getting up, their plan was to, you know, get up from their chair, walk towards you and somehow sabotage you, or somehow do something to fuck up your plans. But as they're getting up, the water spills on their plan. Do you see that? So this person, for example, let's say for example you both are painting a picture. Okay, you're both painting a picture and this person wants to ruin your picture. Okay, this person wants to ruin your picture, but as they're getting up from their chair, they accidentally throw water on their own painting and they fuck up their own painting instead of yours. So they didn't even get the chance to walk towards you and fuck up your plan because they were not careful enough and they, you know, spilled water on their own painting. That's how Spirit is showing this to me. So there could be an energy again where someone tried to somehow fuck up your plans. Okay, somehow someone tried to, I'm hearing, to control the narrative. Okay, I'm also hearing someone who's gonna get caught red-handed. Do you say someone is gonna get caught red-handed? Because with the Hierophant right here, every time I look at this Hierophant, I mean, these cards are new, but when I look at it, to me it looks like he got caught, like where he tried to do something and he somehow got caught. So there could also be an energy where someone is going to get caught red-handed, or something about where Spirit is exposing a particular person, where they say something or do something, kind of like where a person maybe gossips about you, and it gets, you know, somehow it comes to the light, and then people see how nasty this person is. Does it make sense? Where maybe a person seemed to be sweet, but they were very nasty behind your back, and people didn't believe that this person really is that nasty, but somehow maybe screenshots are gonna go around. Just an example, not for everybody it's gonna be exactly like that, but for example, all of a sudden there's evidence, there's screenshots, and people are like, oh my god, this person is so mean and so nasty. Oh my god, I didn't know that. Do you know what I mean? Where maybe this person tried to fuck up your reputation, but they fuck up their own reputation because they make a mistake, or somehow conversations are getting leaked, or something along those lines is what I'm picking up here. So there's definitely a particular person or multiple people who get karma, okay, where things are starting to, you know, get fucked up in their own life because they carry that energy, and it starts to affect their own life instead of yours, is what I'm picking up here. So again, there's definitely particular people that are going to somehow go through karma, or again, it's kind of like where people wish bad on you, but it happens to them, kind of like, oh my god, I want to ruin her picture, but then they ruin their own picture because they were not careful enough and they spilled the water on their own picture. That's what Spirit is showing me here. Okay, something along those lines is what I'm picking up here. Okay, I'm also hearing Spirit is also wanting you to know the next 7 days that there is certain people who, even if you explain to them who you are and why you do certain things, they already come into the conversation with prejudice, or they already come into a conversation not liking you or wanting to misunderstand you. So something about where someone is they want to misunderstand you, okay? They don't want to understand you. The Four of Cups is rejecting. So this is a person who is like, before they even talk to you and ask you a question, they make up their own story in their mind, okay? They make up their own story in their mind, even though they could ask you, okay, they could ask you to get clarity, but instead of getting clarity because they ask you, they make a whole scenario in their mind, or something about where Spirit wants you to be aware of a person that their intention is to misunderstand you. Their intention is to twist your words, okay? Their intention is to, they don't want to understand you, okay? They like to look at you in a bad light or whatever. I don't know why. So for pile number 1, I'm also seeing here that the misunderstanding, so I also pick up an energy here again. It's two energies, it's both energies. It's funny because every time I think about, like, you know, every time I think about darkness and light and night and day, you know I'm a true Libra. In case you didn't know, I am a Libra. I love being a Libra. Yeah, so I pick up both energies. So I pick up one conversation where someone is misunderstanding you on purpose, so they do not even want to understand you. Their mind is closed off, their heart is closed off. And then I see another misunderstanding that might get resolved the next 7 days. So the next 7 days, there could be an energy where someone truly likes or loves you, and you guys are going to have a conversation, and the misunderstanding is going to get resolved, or you are going to realize that for others of you, you might be realizing that you misunderstood somebody, that they actually meant well, or something about where you have a long conversation with somebody and then you realize that you misunderstood them because your heart and your mind was open. But again, it depends, because if you already feel a shady energy, then you know what it is about. But if you feel like, maybe this person has a point, or maybe this person really comes from a pure place, or maybe this person really, inspires you to maybe change your opinion or think differently, Spirit might be saying that you having a conversation with somebody and talking about a misunderstanding is actually going to bring an enlightenment to you, or something about you're going to be very happy because this person actually made you aware of something that they made you aware of something that is very important or very valuable, like valuable information or a change in perspectives where you're like, man, you're actually right, something about two energies. One person comes in with a shady energy and there's no need for you to really listen to them because their intentions were not good. So it starts off on the wrong foot anyway, and then there's another person who really wants the best for you, and they might be saying, hey, I think differently, or what do you think about this, what do you think about changing your perspective, and they're actually right. They're actually going to bring like golden wisdom to you. Okay, so I pick up both energies here. For some of you guys it's only one, it's maybe only the shady energy. For others of you, this is really a person who has golden wisdom, and they're going to share it with you, and you're going to be, you know, like something about where your heart and your mind is open to maybe admit a mistake, or to maybe see that, hey, maybe this person does have a point, you know. So I see both energies here basically. Okay, and that's also what a real queen does. A real queen listens to maybe another queen or another person, again, who has a pure heart, or who has pure intentions, because a queen knows that she's not perfect, or he's not perfect, and she or he could make a mistake, or he or she could maybe see something from a perspective that is not complete, you know, like when a puzzle piece is missing. So a true queen or a true king, they can admit mistakes. They see like, oh, maybe I made a mistake here, you know, maybe this person is right, you know, because usually when, you know, people in control get out of control is when they think that that everything that they do is correct, and that they never make mistakes, you know, because that's not possible. Okay, we're all human. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. Okay, Spirit is also bringing me to a different quote. Give me a moment, guys. Oh yeah, it says, letting someone create a false narrative of you is a small price to pay for having rid yourself of their toxicity. Let them say what they want. If you and the Most High know the truth, your life will flourish, and their lives will rot theirs. Okay, something about where someone wants to create a false narrative, or someone will feel like, oh, pie number one acts like they're perfect, or where they want to somehow, you know, do something that makes you look like you're not perfect or whatever, or they want to fuck up your reputation because they feel like you come across too perfect or whatever. So their intention is to misunderstand you, their intention is to twist your words. So Spirit is telling you to choose your battles wisely, or to choose your battles carefully the next 7 days. So someone might want to challenge you, but they want to do it to kind of like make you act out of character. Okay, so again, see if, you know, if something about where Spirit is saying it's very important for you to choose your battles wisely, but if you need to speak up and put a person in their place, then do so. Okay, because sometimes people need to be put in their place so that they know they cannot just walk around and treat people unfairly. Okay, for some of you guys, there might even be an energy where Spirit does want you to put someone in their place so that they don't do the same bullshit that they do with you with other people, right? Because if you do something that makes them feel like, oh, I should maybe be a little bit more careful with my words, then they're not gonna be so mean to other people. So it has a ripple effect. If you put this person in their place, they're gonna be careful, or maybe even have like an epiphany that they shouldn't be so mean to other people if you start to put them in their place. Does that make sense? So this is what I'm picking up here as well. Let me actually see what else is coming through here. Yeah, I do feel like that someone would try to, because we have here happiness, and the way I see it here, I'm seeing like you're gonna feel as free as a bird, or something about, this is a different level of freedom, a different level of confidence that you're going to experience or feel in your soul the next 7 days. Okay, something about feeling free of judgment, or feeling free of the need to please people, feeling free of the fear what people will say, or you no longer care about people judging you. Like, you don't just say I don't care, you literally feel it in your bones that you don't care, and you're gonna be like, wow, this feels so freaking good. Okay, we also have the sun here. Okay, it says happiness twice. We have the word happiness twice here. It says happiness and well-being. Okay, so again, I feel like you're gonna be very happy. Can I say something? For me, this feels like the next 7 days you're going to be very happy. Okay, you're going to be very happy, or you're going to do a lot of things that make you very happy. Kind of like where you know what makes you happy, so you do a lot of stuff that makes you happy, and you're gonna shine like the sun, or you're gonna have like a beautiful smile on your face, not because another person made you happy, but because you know what makes you happy, and then you do it, and then your soul is fulfilled. Okay, so your light, your aura is becoming very bright the next 7 days is what I'm picking up here. And I see somebody, it's kind of like where you are smiling like oh my god, that's amazing, you know, or you're happy, and then there's someone looking at you like, and they want to say something that your smile goes away. This is what I'm picking up here, where someone looks at you and they see that you are happy, and I'm hearing I'm hearing them saying like, oh my God, like where they cannot stand how happy you are. You know how in Disney movies where there's like a villain and this villain doesn't like happy people? This is what I'm picking up here, where someone doesn't like your happy energy and they will want to say something to, you know, wipe your smile off of your face. Okay, so be aware of that energy here the next 7 days. Okay, we also have here Pink Lotus Fairy, a time for Spirit. So again, Spirit wants you to know that you will have people that will try to break your confidence, or people will try to kind of like run on your parade, or something about where people will try to ruin your happiness. But what you can do about it is that you are very consistent with meditating or something, because the Pink Lotus Fairy talks about spiritual practices. Okay, so again, something about deep breathing, meditating, maybe, you know, going to Pilates, doing a workout, something about where you have like a whole routine to keep your energy up high. May that be drinking a smoothie in the morning, saying out a prayer, journaling, you know, where you journal how your day is gonna go and what energy you want to invite into your day. Something about where your spirit guides are saying you protect yourself from this negative energy. Something about keep your vibe high, or keep your energy up high, by doing things on a daily, like where you consistently, like every day when you wake up in the morning, you drink a smoothie, or you do breath work or something along those lines. Okay, something about where spirit is saying you can kind of like keep your energy up high by practicing something that is good for your soul. Okay, again, meaning meditation, breath work, maybe laying your own cards every day to find clarity about what you, for example, there's also oracle decks, like a self-care oracle deck or a manifestation oracle deck. Okay, in case you don't have an oracle deck, maybe it would be amazing for you to have one to kind of like see, okay, what does my soul need today? Something, yeah, that's what it feels like. Something about where spirit is saying they want you to check in with what your soul and what your spirit needs every day. Kind of like, I feel like I need a smoothie. I feel like I need to pray. I feel like I need stillness, like I need to sit in stillness for 10 minutes. Okay, something about to keep up your energy, or to keep up something about to keep your energy high when people want to drag you down. Okay, to be aware of that, to check in with your soul, what you need, and to make yourself happy, or to recharge your energy, to recharge your batteries every day. Because I do feel like you have people that they want to see you down, fucked up and ashy. Okay, so self-care is very significant here, or practicing your spiritual practices religiously is very, very significant here for you guys the next 7 days. Okay, I also want to read out this card here, Know Your Worth. Okay, so again, there could be an energy where you're going to notice a few changes in the next 7 days when it comes to your career, your love life, how people react to you, and maybe people treat you better or with more respect, because you walk like a queen and you talk like a queen and you dress like a queen, and your aura, there's like a lovely aura, you know, around you. That's what it feels like to me here. Okay, so again, you might notice changes in the way that people treat you. Some people are gonna really like the new version of you, and other people are gonna act up, or they're gonna act funny now that you are confident, now that you are in your power. Okay, but I want to read out the card Know Your Worth here. Yeah, I do feel like someone is gonna watch you, because the Page of Swords is usually a stalker. This is a person who, you know, is watching another person, or this is a person who's suspicious. So I feel like you have somebody that is watching you. This could even be an ex, I don't know, an ex-friend, an ex-lover. Someone is watching you, and I feel like they sent you negative energy. That's why spirit is telling you to kind of like check in with your soul, or something about where spirit is saying someone would try to kind of like I don't know, break your confidence, pull you down, wipe your smile off of your face, you know, and they sent you energy. And I feel like it's kind of like a person who's lingering on your page, on your Instagram, on your TikTok or whatever, and they sent you energy. So be aware of that. So when you feel like the energy is off, it is actually because of a person who's sending you negative energy. And then spirit is calling you, like every time you feel like something is off, all you need to do is like your 10-minute meditation, your 10-minute yoga session, your 10-minute cleansing, your 10-minute speaking things into existence, your 10-minute journaling, okay, to just, you know, like get rid of that energy. Okay, now I want to read out Know Your Worth. Okay, I think it's 24. it's time to let go of doubts. It's time to stop questioning yourself. This is what I was talking about. You're no longer questioning yourself. Okay, you're gonna feel like you are... Oh, this is so funny that it says here, it's time to stop questioning yourself, because that's exactly what I'm picking up here. You no longer question yourself. So it's kind of like where people maybe had... There was like a little crack where people could manipulate you. Kind of like, oh, that doesn't look good on you. But they only said that because you look really good in it and you would steal the show. Do you know what I mean? And you're gonna be like, actually, I don't care if you like it or not. I think I look amazing, and you really don't give a shit. And then you're gonna wear this dress. Do you know what I mean? When before maybe you then told yourself, okay, I'm not gonna wear this dress because this person said it's not looking good on me. And it's like, actually, I don't give a fuck. Okay. Yeah, it says remind yourself of who you are, which is exactly what I'm picking up here. You're gonna be like, I know who I am. Do you know what this feels like to me? You know how Simba came back to his throne? This is what I was picking up here. Okay, something about you return to your throne, you return to your power. Something about where Simba comes back to his lion kingdom and he claims his throne. I'm being brought to, you know how Disney movies go where they kick out the princess out of the castle, where this evil queen kicks out the princess out of the castle, like the real queen or the real princess gets kicked out by the evil queen or the evil princess or the evil king or whatever. Kind of like the villain kicks out, you know, the princess or the queen or the empress or whatever out of the castle, and then the queen feels very, very bad for a long time until she remembers who she is, and then she claims back her castle, she claims back her throne. So I'm also picking up something about where someone wanted to take something from you, or something about to where you claim back your throne, you claim back your energy, or something along those lines, or something that belonged to you all along. Kind of like this throne belonged to you. You know how in, I think it is in Mirror Mirror on the Wall, like this Disney movie, well, it's not, well, I don't know if it's Disney, but it's with Julia Roberts, where this queen wanted to take over the castle, even though the castle actually belonged to Snow White, and then she got kicked out of the castle, and she had like a training with the seven, and then she was like learning a lot, being outside of the castle, being out of the kingdom, and then she returns to the kingdom and reclaiming it as the real queen. Something, I'm also hearing something about where something about the real and the fake, where someone pretended to be real, and they said that you are fake, but there's gonna be like a whole exposure that you are the real one and they are fake. Does that make sense? You know how in movies there's like this person who's impersonating the other person, or there's one queen that, you know, is drinking a magic potion to look like the queen, but she is not. It's kind of like, do you know what I mean? Kind of like a villain who drinks a potion. You know how in Little Mermaid, Ursula was drinking the potion to look like Ariel? This is what I'm being brought to. And then Ursula turns back into who she is, and then people see that Ariel is the real Ariel and Ursula is Ursula. Okay, so I don't know what exactly this means in your life. Okay, for others of you, there's something about claiming what is yours, or something about what belongs to you comes back to you. I don't know what this means, okay? Something about where what belongs to you, you get it back, okay? Kind of like you come back to your throne. This throne was yours. Someone tried to take it from you, but you reclaim your throne. Or something about this was your destiny all along, okay? I don't know what exactly this means, guys, okay? Yeah, 8th house is all about anything hidden secrets, hidden knowledge. And with the Hierophant here, for me, this feels like exposure again, where someone is going to get caught left-handed, red-handed, or whatever. Okay, or someone is going to fuck up and they're going to show their real face. You know how in movies where there's like this villain and he's very good at playing a character until there's a particular situation where he loses it, and then he shows his real face, how nasty he actually is, the villain, and then everybody's like, oh my god, he's the real villain, you know? That's what I'm picking up here. It says, a strong, independent and brave human being who has worked hard to get to this very moment in life. I wish that I could have this moment for life, for life, for life. 'Cause in this moment I just feel so alive. Okay, Don't allow difficult situations to change the way you see yourself. You're not doing that anymore. If someone is undervaluing you at your workplace, in love, or simply as a friend, remind yourself that you do not need to internalize the lack of value they are trying to express. You see, you're done with all of that bullshit. Okay, just because someone feels like they can get away with offering you terrible pay, playing with your feelings, or making inappropriate comments about you or the choices you make in life doesn't mean that you have to accept or attribute those experiences to who you are. Know your worth. You are better than that. Listen, you're not doing that bullshit anymore. And I feel like it's gonna shock people. People are gonna be like, pal number one is usually always quiet. All of a sudden they speak up. Oh, maybe I need to be a little bit more careful. Like where people felt like they could make jokes, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, I don't find it funny, and they're like, oh, I cannot make those jokes anymore with pal number one. I cannot be mean to pal number one anymore. I need to watch my tongue. You put people in their place the next 7 days. May that be with your aura, maybe even with your eyes. Like, don't fuck with me. Your eyes tell this person, don't fuck with me. And usually they would say something stupid, and all of a sudden they don't say anything anymore, because they start to see that you cannot be fucked with, or you cannot get intimidated anymore. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. I want to get one more card here. What is going to make pal number one so happy the next 7 days? The Star. I feel like you're also going to receive like a huge sign from your spirit guides that is going to make you very happy. So you're going to be very happy about your spirit guides talking to you or guiding you in the right direction. Kind of like they're going to give you an answer to a question, like where should I go? What should I do? What is going to make pal number one so happy? 8 of Pentacles. For a lot of you guys, a lot of happiness is going to come to you at your workplace. Either at your workplace, you're going to be very happy about something that happens at your workplace, or you getting a job, okay, or a job offer. For others of you, this talks about, this is your energy. Look how strong the fuck, he's so strong. Okay, your energy is like, I'm hearing the song, can't be stopped, can't be touched, can't be rocked, can't be, something about you cannot be stopped. Okay, the 8 of Pentacles for me also feels like for some of you guys, you're going to be very happy about your progress when it comes to your weight. Maybe you're going to be happy about, oh my god, my abs are starting to show, I'm losing weight, I'm starting to become muscular, my biceps is, you know, growing. Something about where you're going to be happy about your body. Okay, something about where something is working, like the diet is working, the workout is working, or getting back in shape. You're starting to see that you are getting back in shape, and it's going to make you very happy here. Okay, Spirit, can you clarify this person truly loves you or likes you and wants to support you? Who is this person? Okay, we have the Knight of Wands here. Okay, yeah, I feel like someone is going to have the hots for you, because the Knight of Wands is usually like a kind of like a where this person thinks you're sexy or whatever. So for some of you guys, you might actually go on a date the next 7 days. Okay, and Spirit actually wants you to go on a date with this person, because this person has pure intentions with you. And it might be really good for you to have a long conversation with them, or to exchange ideas. They might inspire you. Okay, can you clarify this person truly likes you and loves you, or what that is? The 4 of Wands, 2 of Swords. Ooh, oh, hello, what is happening here? I feel like someone wants to be in a relationship with you, because the Justice card here, this is serious. This is the 7th house. Okay, the Justice card is serious. Okay, meaning with the Justice card, this is someone who wants to work with you, like literally. Okay, so again, for some of you guys, it could be a job offer, something about signing a contract. Okay, someone might really want to work with you. They might ask to work with you, or they want to offer you a job, offer you a position. For others of you, this is about someone who they can see themselves being in a relationship with you. I don't know why it's, I don't know what this is. Let me actually see who this is. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, let's see who this person is. But I feel like someone wants to, like, because the 4 of Wands talks about a relationship. Okay, someone might ask you to, you could receive an invitation to a party. You could receive an invitation where someone is asking you to come to their home. Excuse me, because the 4 of Wands is either a celebration, a party, a wedding. In case you might be going to a party or a wedding, you could actually have a really long, awesome conversation with somebody at a wedding, at a party here. Or someone wants you to keep them company as they go to a wedding or a party or whatever. or someone wants to take you out on a date. Okay. Yeah, and I feel like this person, let me actually see, who is this person for pile number 1? This person truly likes or loves you and wants to support you. Who is this person? We have here young male. Okay, yeah, it does look like someone is gonna have the hots for you. Okay, so with the young male, especially with the, yes, I feel like someone is gonna ask you to go out with them or whatever. Okay, I feel like someone is gonna be very interested in you the next 7 days. Yeah, look at that. For some of you guys, it's on a dating app. Something about a text message or a dating app here. Okay, who is this person? We have here long distance. Okay, for some of you guys, it's someone like someone from long distance or someone from overseas. Okay, so someone could contact you from overseas. This could also be family. Okay, so someone could contact you from overseas, and this could be family, and you having a long conversation with this person is going to bring clarity to you. Something about Spirit wants you to have a long conversation or exchange ideas with whoever this person is. For some of you guys, you're receiving literally a call from overseas, okay? And it's actually gonna make you feel kind of like, you know how you live in a different country other than your home country. So when somebody calls you from your home country, it reminds you of your roots and your traditions and your ancestors. That's also what I'm picking up here. Who is this person? This person truly likes or loves pile number 1. Who are they? We have a brunette female. Okay, so for some of you guys, it's a brunette female here that is gonna contact you, or that Spirit wants you to have a good long conversation with. You could actually, again, match with this person on an app, on an online dating app, or an app to find friends or whatever. Okay, let me get one more card here. Let me get one more card. I want to see who this is. Let's see. So again, Spirit is saying they really want you to check in with your soul and your spirit the next 7 days, okay? Because again, people will try to like pull you down or make you feel bad by sending you negative energy. So it's very important for you to recharge your batteries every day, okay? To recharge your positive energy every day. Who is this person that truly likes or loves pile number 1? We have the 11th house. Yeah, the 11th house is about networking. The 11th house is about, I do feel like it's platonic. It doesn't feel romantic here. It feels platonic. Okay, it doesn't have to be though. Who is this person for pile number 1? Oh, look at that. Didn't I tell you? It says don't respond to this person. Their energy is unhealthy and destructive. Ignore. So this person that actually has your best interest at hand, or someone who really likes or loves you and wants to support you, they might actually tell you to ignore another person. Okay, so this might be a person who gives you a pep talk to ignore another person, because someone would try, didn't I tell you, someone would try to trigger you into, you know, like it's like someone wants your attention, but they do it in a way that is like unhealthy and destructive. Or someone, again, where Spirit is telling you to ignore a particular person the next 7 days, but this person that really truly likes or loves you would tell you ignore these haters, ignore these people, or they maybe give you a pep talk how to deal with negative people, or with unhealthy people, or with destructive people. Okay, who is this person that pile number 1 should have a conversation with? Yeah, look at that. It says too busy, overstimulated. This could be a person who, they're not too fond of social media, or somebody who is very careful with not spending too much time on social media. This could be a minimalist. Okay, this could be a person who likes to be in the present moment rather than being on the phone all the time. This could be a person who is highly sensitive or gets overstimulated very easily. Okay, but again, this also for me feels like a phone call or someone that you meet on an app. Let's get one last card. Why do you want pile number 1 to have a conversation with this person? Oh, look at that. It says, okay, listen, I'm picking up an energy where you're going to have a conversation. Again, it's like 2 queens or 2 kings having a conversation, okay? And this person might be saying something that really inspires you to take action or really inspires you to do something here. So it's kind of like you get inspired by another person's creativity or by another person's just who they are as a person, by their soul and their spirit. Okay, it says take action now, change the energy. So this person brings like new energy into your life, and spirit wants you to explore this new energy or get inspired by it. And it says you're meeting someone new. This person is meant to stay in your life. So for some of you guys, it's actually a new person that you're meeting, and this person is meant to stay in your life. May that be a new co-worker, may that be a new classmate, may that be someone that you meet at a Zumba class, may that be, because the 11th house can also talk about group activities. So in case you are going to go to a class or a course, I feel like you're going to meet someone there that is actually really good for you. This is another queen or another king, okay? So you don't have to worry about evil eye and negative energy and stuff like that, and you're going to fix each other's crown. Pile number 1, I feel like you're going to fix each other's crowns, okay? So for some of you guys, this could be a new person. This could be a brunette female. Okay, so I'm also hearing if you are a dark feminine, I feel like she's also a dark feminine, okay? Something about maybe dark makeup or whatever, or a dark aesthetic. I feel like she might also have that in case you are dark feminine. So she could be a brunette female. This could also be a young male. This could be a person who drives a car or who has a driver's license, okay? Yeah, but for some of you guys, you're meeting a new person, and this person is meant to stay in your life. And again, I feel like you are fixing each other's crowns, or you inspire each other a lot, or you have each other's back. So when you feel a little off, they help you, and when they feel a little off, you help them. That's what it feels like. So for some of you guys, it could be a new person. For others of you, it's like you and your friend, and you are just unstoppable. Your energy, your force is, I'm hearing a force to be reckoned with, or something about where you and your friend, your force, your energy is so strong the next 7 days, okay? That it might be easier for you to, I don't know, get things done, or to do things kind of like where I'm also hearing you're going to have the balls, or you're going to have the courage to do something the next 7 days that you didn't do in the past. But you're going to have enough confidence. I talked about it, right? Where you have enough confidence to go to this course, this class, where you have enough confidence to go to this audition. You have enough confidence to go on a date, you know, since a long time. You always wanted to go on a date, but you didn't have the courage or the balls. And once you do that, your confidence only grows bigger from there on, okay? Okay. So again, someone is really going to have your back. Someone wants to support you. Spirit wants you to have a really good conversation with this person. And then there's other people where spirit is like, ignore this bitch, ignore this person, okay? They just want to, you know, make your life hard. Okay, they just want to make your life hard. They just want to bring confusion. So stay away from this drama, okay? And focus on you, basically, okay? Pile number 1, I think that's all I have for you guys. I hope you like this reading. I'm going to see my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my lovely pile number 2. Welcome to your reading, guys. So we're going to look at the next 7 days. We're going to look at your next 7 days and what your spirit guides want you to know, or God, or the universe, or a departed loved one that you have a connection with. So let me tap in and channel the energy for the next 7 days. What happens next in your life? Pile number 2. I'm going to show you the cards in a minute. Pile number 2, I pick up an energy here that... let me see. Let me find the right words. I feel like someone here is about to have a presentation. Are you preparing for a presentation? Because I picked that up, where you have to speak in front of people, or you have to speak in front of a group, or you have to audition for something, or you want to, kind of like where you are in front of a jury, or yeah, your spirit guides are here, or you could feel like that. Okay, or something about where you have this plan to speak up in front of a group, or I don't know what this is, okay? Let me see. So pile number 2, I pick up an energy here. First of all, I heard the song Walk It Like I Talk It. Walk It Like I Talk It. And I don't listen to that music, like I don't listen to Migos. But I'm hearing that song, Walk It Like I Talk It. Walk it like I talk it. Something about walking the talk, or something about your voice is very significant the next 7 days. We have here tell it like it is. So again, I'm hearing walk it like I talk it, walk it like I talk it. So I feel like the next 7 days, your spirit guides want you to know. You know what I'm picking up here, guys? I feel like it's a theme for all of you because I picked the same energy up in pile number 1. It's you all are on different timelines, or you all have a different chapter, but the energy is the same. So I feel like it's like a whole collective energy the next 7 days, because with the tell it like it is, I pick up an energy here where there was something going on with you tried to explain something to somebody and they didn't. I'm seeing you being in front of a group and people are not listening. People don't take you seriously. Let's say, for example, you are the substitute teacher. You know that type of energy where you are the substitute teacher and the class doesn't take you seriously and they just speak and this and that and this and that, and you have to like voice your opinion, or not voice your opinion, but you have to raise your voice so that people listen to you. Kind of like an energy where, whoa, okay, listen. Something about where people take your kindness for weakness when it's actually grace, okay? Or something about there's gonna be a situation the next 7 days where spirit wants you to stand behind your opinion and not back down, or something about to say something loud and clearly, okay? Because again, I'm being brought to like a substitute teacher that is in front of a class, and you have to like earn the respect. Not that you have to earn the respect of these people, but there's something about like where you have to show them that they cannot just do whatever they want to do, okay? So with the 5 of Wands specifically here, I pick up a strong energy here, and if it's not concerning a person, for example, where you tell a bully off, okay? Because pile number 1 had the same energy, something about putting a person in their place. I feel like there's something with you going on like that too. Where you will have to put a person in their place and tell them like, hey, that was not funny, hey, I don't like when you do that. Something about where spirit wants you to speak up. I'm also hearing watch when you speak up. Like I'm hearing something about when you speak up, watch who stays and watch who's going. Something about you see people who they truly are when you have a fight with them. Okay, something about where when you have like a heated discussion or an argument with a person, you see who they truly are. Does that make sense? Because you might see, wow, this person is actually really manipulative. You know, once we have a disagreement, all of a sudden they become manipulative. So you then see a side of them that you didn't know was there because you always tried to keep the peace. But what if you do disagree? What if you do say no? How are they going to react? They might show their face. Maybe they show you that you can voice your opinion. You can tell them that you disagree, and they don't look at you sideways, or they let you talk. Do you know what I mean? Like where you see a person for who they truly are, sometimes even in an argument or when you say no, okay? Because you're going to see how this person reacts in a conflict, how they respond when there's a conflict or a disagreement, okay? And believe me, I am not really good at confronting people. At least you know, I'm trying my best, but if I say all of that, I totally understand where you're coming from, or that it is not that easy in case someone is struggling with that. For others of you, you might not struggle with it in particularly, like where you don't struggle with it necessarily, but there could be a particular person where this is the only person where I cannot say what I think. This is the only person where I just let them, you know, interrupt my sentence and not let them, you know that what they're doing is wrong. For others of you, there could be an energy where there's a lot happening internally, where you have a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings, or something about where spirit is letting you know the next 7 days. Again, you might get very frustrated, or because the 5 of Wands for me feels like where you're not necessarily happy with a situation, kind of like, I didn't like the way this person treated me. I didn't like the way this person talked to me, or I find it disrespectful. Something along those lines, okay? And maybe you usually don't say anything, but I feel like the next 7 days you're gonna say something, okay? Or something about if it's not you and another person. It could be an energy where your spirit guides are saying the next 7 days it's very, 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 very important for you to have a journal and write your feelings down. Something about where you really can I you know, I'm gonna share something with you guys. Sometimes when I go through shit, sometimes when I go through certain things, I sometimes take my journal and then I ask myself questions. Why do I feel insecure in that situation? And I try to kind of like, you know, talk to myself about it, kind of like we're my own therapist. So let's say, for example, I have gym anxiety. I feel anxious going to the gym. I write down, I have gym anxiety, but I would love to go to the gym. And then I'm asking myself questions, you know, tell it like it is. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like where you are completely truthful with who you are or what you feel or how you feel about something. Sitting down with a journal or maybe talking to your spirit guides like, man, you know, I've really been going through it and I usually don't ask for help, but I really need your help, spirit guides. You know what I mean? Like where you have like a honest conversation either with a person in your life or with yourself. So for example, you have gym anxiety. You sit down, you take your journal, and then you write down, I feel anxious thinking about going to the gym. And then you write down why. And then you maybe write down, well, because I think people are going to look at me and people are going to think this and that and this and that. And then you write all of that down and then you ask yourself, what if these people think badly about me? Why does it bother me? You know, and then you write down why it bothers you. And then as you are answering your own questions, you're somehow going to come to a conclusion or an epiphany, kind of like, well, but they could also think the opposite. They could also think like, wow, she's really trying to get her life back together. They maybe even look at me as like, wow, I'm really trying to, you know, do the thing or do something good with myself. Or do you know what I mean? Like where you sometimes sit down with your thoughts and actually write them down and also ask yourself questions to get to the bottom or the root of a problem. Okay, so Spirit is telling you that this is very important to do the next 7 days, because if you do that the next 7 days, you're going to have a huge epiphany. You're going to be like, there's going to be like a bang, like a light bulb moment that kind of like makes you look at something from a different angle. Does that make sense? Something about where I also feel like an energy the next 7 days is going to be like, there's a lot of energy around you, okay? Something, yeah, that's what it is. It's like a powerful shift within you, okay? Because again, yesterday or the day before, I was sitting down because we all have fears, right? We all have anxiety somehow, some way in certain areas. And I was like, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write down why I feel anxious. For example, if I feel anxious talking to a person, why do I feel this anxiety? And if I didn't feel the anxiety, where would my confidence come from? So do you know what I mean? Like also on the flip side, what would make me feel confident about going to the gym? Or which thoughts would make me feel comfortable going to the gym or confident about going to the gym? You know, you could also find confidence like, well, at least I'm trying, at least I'm, you know, like at least I'm putting myself out there. Or people could also think like, okay, pile number 2 is really going to get their life together now. Do you know what I mean? Something about where I feel like there's a lot of like internally, there's something about a full circle moment or coming to a strong epiphany the next 7 days that is going to make you feel like, okay, I look differently at the situation. I'm hearing the things that you look at change when you change the way you look at things. Something about like when you change the way you look at it, it might not be as bad as you think, or there might be an easy solution. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like where you start to simplify what really the problem is, and then you also see that the answer is very simple, or that it only took you a long journal entry to let go of that frustration to feel good again. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like to me here. For others of you, this could be literally about telling a person how you really feel, because with the 5 of Pentacles, I pick up an energy where you tell a person, hey, I don't like when you do that. They don't take you seriously and they continue to do it. Do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like to me here. And then the next 7 days, you're going to tell this person, hey, I told you many times that I don't like that. Stop doing it, okay? Something about where Spirit is telling you, you need to put clear boundaries, okay? Or something about where a person is not listening to you because your voice has to be louder, or you have to say it with more like attitude, that they really get what you mean, okay? Is what I'm picking up here, okay? Because with the eclipse mermaid, it says a powerful shift, a powerful energy shift. Do you see? Something is changing the next 7 days, pile number 2. Something is changing the next 7 days, most definitely. You're going to feel a change in your energy. You're going to feel a change in how you see a situation or how you feel about a situation. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, look at that. It says a major life change. A major life change brings you great blessings. For others of you, Spirit is preparing you the next 7 days for a major life change or for a big life change. Let's say, for example, you have been trying to manifest moving across countries. You've been trying to manifest you going viral on TikTok or YouTube. You have been trying to manifest your future spouse, your true love, like these big things. I'm talking about big things, okay? I'm picking up the energy that your spirit guides are telling you the next 7 days. They're actually really preparing you for something big to come into your life or for major life changes. So if you go through any challenges the next 7 days, you go through these challenges because the wisdom that you gain from these challenges prepares you for what you have asked for. Okay. How do I function in a stressful situation? Because what you are asking for might also come with a certain amount of stress. So Spirit is kind of like putting you in a situation, or there's going to be a situation that is testing how you react in a stressful situation. And then you have the wisdom what you're going to do next time better, or what was really good about how you handled a stressful situation. So then you have the wisdom that Spirit wants you to have so that this big thing can come to you and you know how to deal with a stressful situation. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like to me here. Okay. Because I keep picking up an energy here where someone is getting on your nerves, or someone is really stepping over your boundaries, or someone is not taking your boundaries seriously. I don't know who this person is, or someone is like not leaving you alone. Maybe you tell this person to not call you in certain hours and they still call you. And Spirit is like, tell this person they shouldn't call you. Okay. And maybe you never say something because you want to keep the peace. But Spirit is telling you like, no, it's time for people to take you more seriously, okay? Or something about, let me actually get one more card here. Spirit, what is the tell it like it is about? Okay. Again, for others of you, this might not even be a confrontation between you and another person. This might just be that you have so many thoughts in your mind and in your head. And what you need to do is just take out a journal and write things down. You're going to feel so good. You're going to feel like, oh, the weight is off my shoulders. Or now that I write it down, the answer is so clear to me. Or the answer was so simple. I just needed to write my thoughts down. Do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like to me here. For others of you, I'm picking up here where you have been trying to manifest the next level in your career. Okay, with the 10 of Pentacles, so you have been trying to go to the next level in your career. May that be a better paying job. May that be, you know, a promotion, a bigger salary. May that be like really thriving and shining in your career. Okay, and your spirit guides are saying the next 7 days, they want you to know that you're still healing, growing, and learning, and that it's not time yet, okay? Let me say it like that, okay? What Spirit showed me was, your spirit guides say, what Spirit showed me was, you might be saying, I want to hold this presentation now in front of the people. You know, how can I explain that? Okay, let's say for example, you need to hold a presentation in front of people, okay? And you tell Spirit, I want to hold this presentation now. I'm ready now. But Spirit is like, no, you need a little bit more time, because basically your spirit guides are preparing you for the unexpected, okay? Just imagine you want to rush to, for example, I don't know, to school to do the presentation, and you're like, I'm ready, you know, or be asking, for example, your appointment is at, let's say at 2 p.m. and then they're asking, you know, someone is sick and they're not coming in, so does someone want to come earlier so that you kind of, you know, go to this place, to this exam, or that you hold your presentation earlier than, how do you call it, than scheduled. because again, someone just is sick and then they have some spare time, or there's like a slot available that is earlier than 2 p.m. and you're like, yeah, I want to do it, I want to get the shit done, I want to get it over with, like I don't want to wait until 2 p.m. and stuff like that. And then you rush, and then you forget stuff at home, and then you fuck up the presentation because you rush it. So basically, Spirit is preparing you for the unexpected. Does that make sense? Where you think you might be ready for something, you might be ready to, I don't know, you might be ready for your manifestation, but Spirit is saying there's a lot of stuff that is going to come with this manifestation that you're not fully aware of. It's kind of like prepare for the unexpected, or they're preparing you for, the unexpected, or things that you don't even think about yet would maybe be problems in quotation marks. Does that make sense? So please, pile number 2, just trust the universe. I also had like a situation the last couple of days where I was like, wow, all the time I wanted Spirit to bring something to me, and then I realized I was not even ready. So I don't know how to explain it, but again, the last couple of days there was a situation where I actually was thanking my spirit guides that they didn't make something happen in my life yet, because if they did, it would have been, I don't know, I would have made like a big mistake, if that makes sense. And because I was not aware of something. Okay, so they're basically like, like saving you from making mistakes, in the future, because they prepare you that you don't make these mistakes. So basically, they don't let you go to the presentation, or they won't let you hold the presentation earlier than scheduled, because again, maybe you're gonna miss something, or maybe there's information that you don't have yet that you need for the presentation to be done, or that you need for the presentation to go over well. Basically what I'm trying to say, okay, please trust the universe, guys. I swear to God, I understand when you're sometimes super impatient and you're asking yourself, why is it not here yet, and stuff like that. And if you want to, you can increase your efforts, like to manifest, that you do a little bit more manifestation techniques and stuff like that. But from my experience, there's usually a reason when something doesn't come through immediately or as fast as we want to. Again, it depends. Sometimes you really just need to increase your efforts to manifest. That could be the answer, that you manifest a little bit more or more often, or with more energy, with more enthusiasm. And then for others of you, if you do your absolute best and you manifest very often, or you send out energy very often, then there's probably a reason why something is not coming to you immediately, okay? So there is something that your spirit guides want you to know. There's like information that you need. It's kind of like information that you need that might change the way you look at something. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like, for example, you want to be with this guy and he's cute and stuff like that, but what you don't know is that maybe his past is not as clean as you think. Does that make sense? So you want to be with him, but the information is missing about his past. So if you would know about his past, maybe you would make a different decision. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. Not that you commit to something and then you cannot get out of it. Does that make sense? Not to sign a contract before you fully read it, because if you are in the contract, it's hard to get out of it. That's exactly the energy that I pick up here. Okay, kind of like what Spirit is telling you, don't sign the contract yet. Kind of like that's why the manifestation is not here yet, or something is not fully how you want it to be. It's like, because once you sign the contract, and it's funny because I talked about that in pound number 3, once you sign the contract, just metaphorically speaking, everything changes and it's hard to get out of it, right? Once a contract is signed, you cannot get out of it. So Spirit is teaching you everything before you sign the contract, metaphorically speaking, okay? So that you know what you get yourself into. So pound number 2, if you want to, you can ask your spirit guides, you can ask God or the universe, like, hey, I see that I'm not ready yet for what I'm asking for. Can you get me ready? Or can you show me what I need to learn to be fully ready? Does that make sense? Or you ask your spirit guides, hey, okay, so you guys tell me that I'm not yet ready because there's some information that I need. Can you please show me the information that I need? Or can you please get me ready to Can you please get me ready to be ready for what I'm asking for? Does that make sense? So again, coming back to having a very honest conversation with your spirit guides, having a very honest conversation with yourself, where you just write certain things down and you just write your thoughts down and you have a conversation with spirit, what you think and what you think they might be thinking, or how would you judge the situation from a higher perspective if you were not you, if that makes sense, okay? Or something also about, like, for example, if you have very negative thoughts about something, what would the opposite look like? That's what your spirit guides want you to know, okay? The next 7 days is about you healing, growing, and learning, okay? So don't put pressure on yourself to, I don't know, to do too much or to achieve everything at once, okay? Something about, I'm gonna share a quote with you. That's actually a quote that popped up in my head. I'm hearing, taking a break is not you losing time. Taking a break is you gaining energy. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying. Taking a break is not you losing time, it's you gaining energy. Okay, that's what it feels like to me here. Spirit, can you clarify the tell it like it is? We also have here box, and it says you will receive a gift. So the next 7 days you might actually receive a gift. We're going to look at what this is. And for others of you, Spirit might also be telling you to watch your tongue, that if you try to something about where Spirit doesn't want you to get triggered or overwhelmed by your emotions. For example, if someone says something that really pisses you off, to maybe take 1 or 2 hours before you respond. Does that make sense? Where you don't respond immediately in the heat of the moment or while you're heated, that you just sit down and wait until you cool down or cool off. I'm hearing the song Heated by Beyonce. I need to fan off, or I need to cool down or whatever. Something about Spirit is, yeah, I'm hearing something about cool down or calm down, okay, before you speak to this person, because you might then say things that you're gonna regret or whatever, okay, or to not rush something about, you know how, for example, guys, did this happen to you at some point in your life where there was a test? I think this happened to me once, but yeah, there's like you have a test and you fill out everything and then you give your paper and you're super duper fast because you're impatient. You're like, okay, I'm gonna fill out everything, you know, I want to go to recess, I want to, you know, take a break, I want to eat my lunch. And then people are like, oh, what did you write on the back side of the paper? And you're like, there was a back side? But you didn't notice there was a backside because you didn't turn the paper around, because you were all about getting something finished fast. Something about where you get something finished fast. Yes, but maybe you make more mistakes or you overlook something and then something is not complete. So also, again, be careful about handling paperwork, to read something twice or whatever, or to really take your time. Like when you rush something, the next 7 days, when you rush something, you're gonna make unnecessary mistakes, okay? Kind of like a person who doesn't notice that there is a backside to the test or the exam. Then you give your exam and then the whole backside is missing, okay? That's what it feels like to me here, okay? Something about patience, okay? Because you know how many mistakes and how much stupid shit happens when you are impatient, right? Things drop, you fuck up something because you were impatient, you burn your tongue because you couldn't wait for the food to cool down, then you don't taste anything, right? Right. Okay, so be aware of impatience the next 7 days. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like you are being prepared for a major life change. But I want to look at this powerful energy shift here first, okay? Let's look at what this is about, pile number 2. Spirit, what is this powerful energy shift about here? We have the Hierophant. Oh, and the 9 of Pentacles. It's funny because that's exactly what I saw in my mind's eye. Powerful energy shift, 9 of Pentacles, yeah. You know what's funny? Again, for all of you guys, the topic is confidence. I feel like Spirit is elevating you. I'm hearing levitating. I'm hearing Spirit is elevating you to a new level of confidence the next 7 days. Now the Hierophant here, as you can see, this is all about praying, being connected to spirit, being connected to God and the universe. Independence. Nine of Pentacles also talks about independence. Let me actually get one of these here. Yeah, I feel like Spirit is trying to make you the most confident version of yourself so that you are ready for this major life change here. Okay, and it's funny. Do you see that? I told you, once you take out your book and you start journaling, there's a huge shift, there's a huge epiphany, there's a huge full circle moment. All you need to do is either to pick up something about a life-changing book or to take your journal and write your thoughts down. All of a sudden things are going to be very like clear to you. Okay. I'm hearing don't rush the process. What is this energy shift about the Fool? Yes. What is this energy shift about? We have the Fool here twice. Wow, you're really gonna feel a very new energy in your body, mind, soul, or spirit the next 7 days. Let me see. What is this Fool energy about here, Spirit? We have the Fool here even twice. So we have the Fool here now 3 times. Spirit, wow, Spirit is preparing you for a new chapter in your life. The next 7 days, yeah. I'm hearing new levels, new devils. Listen, Spirit is preparing you for this new level. But this new level comes with a new devil. So they're also preparing you for this new devil that comes with the new level. They're not going to let you go to the new level without you having the knowledge how to handle the new devil. That's what it feels like to me here, guys. Something about what you're asking for can be very beautiful, but it can also be very hard. Does that make sense? Something about there's like a flip side to what you're asking for. Okay. It's kind of like a blessing can also come with, how can I explain that? For example, becoming famous, becoming popular, there's also a dark side to it, right? It is beautiful. Like, it's like a, yeah, look at that energy. That's why we have the Two of Swords here. Do you see that? There's also like a flip side to what you're asking for. Okay, it's not just all roses and sunshine. There's also a dark side to it. Okay, something about more envy or more responsibilities, or I don't know, more people looking at you or more people judging you, or do you know what I mean? Or there's certain things that come with it. All of a sudden you have to, you know, worry about birth control or whatever when you are in a relationship, or something about maybe your spouse's family is not, you know, they have some toxic family members, or do you know what I mean? Like, whatever you're asking for also has a flip side, and Spirit is preparing you for the flip side. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like to me, or something about the next level is going to be really freaking beautiful, but there's also going to be hardships, or it's also like you need to know how to handle this new devil on this new level. Okay. And that's what they're teaching you the next 7 days. So literally, they're preparing you for this major life change. They're preparing you for this new life. Whatever you have been asking for, they're preparing you for that. You have been asking for your future spouse. Whatever happens the next 7 days, that's the lesson that they're trying to teach you. So again, Spirit is also might be even asking you, write down in your journal what you have learned. What did you learn about yourself the last couple of months? What have you learned about yourself the last 7 days? What did you learn about failure? What did you learn about success? What did you learn about people? What did you learn about relationship? Okay. What did you learn? Whatever answer you write down is connected to what you ask for. Does that make sense? So you might be realizing, I've noticed about myself, for example, what have you noticed about what is your weakness, or where do you have like, what is your Achilles heel? You see, what is your Achilles heel? What is your weakness? Right? Because if you know your weakness in and out, nobody can use your weakness against you. But if you don't look at your weakness and other people know your weakness, they're going to use your weakness against you. Does that make sense? But if you know what your Achilles heel is, nobody can use it against you. If you know that you're easily manipulated, for example, or if you are very trustworthy towards people and you're like, man, that's a weakness of mine. Spirit is literally asking you to look at your strength and your weakness, okay? Because knowing your weakness is also important for, you know what people are going to try. If people are trying to work against you, or something about where, when you are aware of your weakness, because listen to me, your enemies or your opposition or whatever, you know, they are very aware of your weakness. But if you know your weakness in and out, they cannot use it against you. Does that make sense? That's what I'm picking up, is something about being aware of your weakness or being aware of your strength, being aware of both, okay? Not just your weakness and also not just your strength, both. There's always, if you look at things from a balanced perspective, there's always two sides to something, right? Being highly aware of your strength and not your weakness is not good, because other people maybe are more aware of your weakness and they're going to use it against you. Or maybe you are not aware of your weakness, but the next chapter in your life is going to highlight your weakness because it comes with new challenges, and all of a sudden this weakness is in the forefront. I don't know how, I hope I'm bringing my point across, okay? That's what it feels like to me here. So being overly aware of your weakness is also not good, because then you dismiss the strength that Spirit gave you, okay? For others of you, there could also be an energy where your spirit guides want you to look at moments where you feel your weakest and look at moments where you feel your strongest, and kind of like where you know yourself in and out. So when you feel weak, what do you do? Or what did you do when you felt very, very strong? Because you will have to have the knowledge of your weakness and your strength for this next chapter. Because again, there's always going to be people that are very aware of your flaws and your weaknesses and stuff like that. And some people really are fucked up in the head and they're going to use your weakness against you. Okay? That's what it feels like to me here. So when you know your Achilles heel, you're going to be like, you cannot be tricked or manipulated or whatever. Okay? So for example, you don't care what people say about your body, but you care about what people say about your clothing. Just an example, because I cannot think of anything better. So you know, hey, I'm really good, like I'm very comfortable with my body, but when people comment on my clothing, I get a little insecure. Okay? That means that you need to look at, why do I feel insecure with my clothing? So that it's kind of like where you overcome this weakness by looking at it. So when you go through it, like, okay, where does this fear come from? We talked about it, right? Write it down. Like, where does this fear come from? Why is it happening? What do I feel in that very moment? Is it maybe because of something that happened in my childhood? And once you like go through it, okay, ask yourself questions, come to conclusions, maybe also play the devil's advocate, where you also look at something from both sides. You know, I could look at something from that perspective and from that perspective, and what would be the golden middle of both, you know. So when you then go through it and then you realize, okay, that's the reason why I feel insecure, but then I also realized I don't even have to feel insecure about it. Then you go through that insecurity, and by the end of your journal entry or by the end of this week or whatever, there's one insecurity less, or the next time someone is commenting on your clothing, you don't give a shit. Does that make sense? And then Spirit is like, okay, because people are gonna comment on your clothing a lot in this next chapter, so we wanted you to get over this insecurity, okay, so that it's not going to be a problem in the next chapter of your life. Hey, something about a scale. This is my strength. I'm really fucking good at this. Okay, nobody can tell me nothing. But also, man, I really suck at this, or this is my insecurity, and I want to overcome this insecurity before someone else, you know, uses it against me. That's what it feels like to me here. Okay. If you make peace with something, if you make peace with how you dress, it doesn't matter what other people say, and it's no longer something that people can use against you. Okay, I don't know what exactly this means. Okay. something along those lines of kind of like Spirit wants you to bring clarity or order into your mind, or to write your thoughts down, okay? So Spirit is telling you the next 7 days is all about listening to your inner voice and listening to the thoughts that you have and write them down, okay? You might actually get triggered the next 7 days, and Spirit wants you to know, we want you to heal this trigger the next 7 days, okay? So that, you know, another person cannot trigger you again and again and again, kind of like breaking a cycle where you get triggered by the same topic over and over again until you heal something inside of you, you find peace with something, and then you no longer get triggered by this topic and the cycle is broken. Does that make sense? And then a new cycle can begin, or then, do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like to me here. Okay. We also have here the card, you're getting to know a new version of you. Embrace her, love her, and let her breathe. Okay, so maybe you are going to meet a new version of you, or you're going to experience a new side of you the next 7 days. Okay, something about where you realize something significant about who you are or who you want to be. And I feel like it might be new information, like you didn't know that this was inside of you, or you didn't know that this is kind of like an energy where, yeah, I feel like you are realizing something about yourself that brings a lot of clarity to different aspects of your life. Does that make sense? Where you realize, oh, I never really thought about myself in this context. I never really, you know, wrote my thoughts down. Now that I write them down, things seem to be so clear. That's what it is. It's like you are gaining clarity, but only when you sit down with this trigger or this thought or this feeling or whatever, okay? And you're like, man, the answer was very simple. I kind of complicated it in my mind, but now that I put it on paper, now that I write it down, the answer is simple, or I see clearly, okay? It says inner upgrade and new interest. So you're definitely going to go through a psychic download the next 7 days, an inner upgrade, something about getting to know a new version of you or a new side of you, okay? Or wanting to embrace a new side of you or a new version of you, okay? So be highly aware of you being interested in new ideas and new topics and new people, okay? Because those new topics, ideas, and people tells you a lot about your next chapter. So again, you might be drawn to different music, different people, different YouTubers, different songs, different books, okay? But it is because something is changing within you. I keep talking about it. It was the same in pile number 1 as well. Something about where we feel lost and then we feel found, and then we feel lost and then we feel found, right? That's what it feels like to me here. Kind of like a discovery where you discover what your soul is really about, what your strength and your weaknesses, how you can use your strength, how you can protect yourself in moments of weakness, okay? So again, there's gonna be inner upgrades, but I want to look at this gift now, pile number 2. We have here, you will receive a gift. So let's look at this gift here. What kind of gift is coming to pile number 2 the next 7 days, Spirit? We have the 9 of Swords. Aww. This is, oh, what is that? I feel like someone is coming. I feel like Spirit is sending like a person into your life. Like you feel like shit, or you feel bad, or what is that energy? Because I'm seeing like you receiving a gift when you feel your lowest, or where you feel very sad. Okay, or you receive like a cute text message, or what is this gift? Oh yeah, look at that energy. So pile number 2. I pick up an energy here with the 9 of Swords. I feel like something has been really bothering you, like I'm hearing something about where you cannot let go of something in your mind, or something is playing going on in your mind all the time, or something about overthinking, anxiety. Maybe you have been going through that the last couple of months, or maybe you are finding yourself like, oh my god, this triggered my anxiety or my overthinking the next 7 days. Okay, now with the King of Pentacles, for me this feels like, are you getting, because the box here, you will receive a gift. I cannot speak anymore. And the King of Pentacles, for me this feels like someone might help you financially the next 7 days, or something about where someone is helping you financially, or someone is paying something for you. Okay, yeah, for others of you this is help. This gift comes in the form of help, where someone is helping you with I'm also hearing you receive help with paperwork. Did I talk about paperwork with you guys? I did. Okay, something about where Spirit is sending you help, and this person's going to help you with paperwork, or this person's going to help you with your health. You might actually receive like whoa, okay, listen, this is going to be different for all of you, but whatever this gift is healing you. Okay, let's say for example someone is giving a book to you. Okay, they gift a book to you, and this book is going to help you to overcome your anxiety or your fear or your frustration or your anger. For others of you, this might even be tea, where someone gives you herbs, like, hey, drink this herbal tea, and all of a sudden you see that your sore throat is gone. Does that make sense? Something about a gift that is healing you. So this could be herbs, this could be a book, this could be maybe someone is sending you like an invitation to a singing bowl class, you know, like, oh, you can come to the singing bowl class. I'm also being brought to where someone is gifting you a crystal, and this crystal is really good for you. You put it underneath your pillow. You notice that your sleeping is better. Wow, for some of you guys, you maybe also had problems with sleeping. Okay. I'm being brought to kind of like those type of gifts where someone, for example, is gifting you like a lavender spray to spray on your pillow, and you are noticing that you sleep better because of that gift. So whatever this gift is, it is helping you to overcome either health issues or financial issues. Okay. Yeah, something about where someone is helping you to heal somehow, some way. They maybe give you, again, crystals, a drink. They maybe send a recipe to you for chicken broth or whatever, and it's the best chicken broth ever, and the next day you are recovered or whatever. Something along those lines is what I'm picking up here. For others of you, if you look at the Four of Cups, you can see that she's very sad and frustrated because something didn't work out. But you can see that the kindergarten teacher already has like a new paper and a new glass. So there's something about Spirit is replacing something the next 7 days. Spirit is replacing something the next 7 days. This gift is about a replacement. Yeah, I'm being brought to a replacement. What the fuck does that mean? Something is being replaced is what I'm hearing, okay? Or you get a replacement for free. Like something is wrong with your delivery, and then you get like a free something. Like you could also get like a voucher, or like something along those lines, because it's like a company that says sorry to you by sending you a voucher. Does it make sense? Or something about where you've gone through a lot of bullshit, maybe with an order, and they're gonna say sorry to you with like a gift or whatever. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. That's what it feels like to me here. Spirit, what is this gift about? Can you clarify what this gift is about? I knew it. Okay. It says, as innocent as a dove, you can trust this person. Okay. For others of you, this is a gift in the form of like a very kind and sweet person, okay? It's like a person wants to gift you something. This person is like an angel, where it's kind of like on a day where you don't feel your best, and then all of a sudden this person's in front of you. That's what it feels like to me here. Okay, or someone is taking care of you when you don't feel good, or you receive the sweetest text message on a day where you don't feel good, or you didn't sleep really good on that day, okay? Or someone is recommending something to you that helps you to fix your sleeping problems, something along those lines. Let's see. Spirit, what is this gift about here for pile number Look at that, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's a holy grail. I talked about it. It's a holy grail. Someone also maybe gives you a second chance or a fresh start where you feel like, oh my God, I made a mistake, and this person's like, no worries, you can do it again, no problem. Does that make sense? Or something about you receive a second chance, or yeah, with the Ace of Cups here, for me, this also feels like a holy grail. It's like, I don't know why I cannot sleep. And then this person's like, hey, I want to give you, you know, my Himalayan salt lamp. It helped me to recover from my sleeping problems. And then you put on this Himalayan salt lamp and it really helps you. Something about where someone is helping you heal with a gift. Okay. Could even be like a bracelet or whatever, or a journal, a book, even jewelry. Okay, this could even be jewelry, is what I'm picking up here. What is this gift about for pile number 2, Spirit? Yeah, look at that. Literally, someone is buying you something that is helping you. It helps you to recover, it helps you to heal, it helps you to feel good again. Now it's gonna be different for all of you here. Okay, so you are receiving a gift that is helping you to heal, to keep it short and simple. Or something about a replacement. You could also feel like, this could also be an energy where you're going to feel like the universe is blessing you with something better. Like you lost something and then you are getting blessed with something better. Let's say, for example, you lost your job. There could be an energy where you are receiving a job offer that was better than the job before. Okay, Spirit, what is this gift about? Yeah, look at that. We have here the Emperor. Look at that, this is your spirit guides, I'm telling you. Look at that energy here. Okay. Particularly this one. It's like your spirit guides are coming through. Okay. So your spirit guides are going to send a blessing to you or a gift to you. To remind you that they are with you, or to remind you that you are not alone. Okay. I'm also hearing something about like a call. You're going to be very happy about a call, a text message. You might even start crying because you're going to feel like, oh my God, my spirit guides are with me, or I'm so happy about this blessing here, or I'm finally healing, or I'm so happy that I'm finally healing from this issue. Okay. This is interesting. Yeah, because the Emperor also talks about the first house, and the first house is about the physical body. So this could also be something about the body, something about healing your skin, or healing your nails, fixing your broken nail or whatever. I don't know. This is going to be different for all of you here. Okay. So something about a beautiful gift. Let me actually get one more card here. Spirit, what is this gift about? For pile number 2. It says you're meeting someone with a big personality and a creative soul. Let your soul get inspired, forget comparison. Yeah, for some of you guys, it could be coming in the form of a... Okay, it says a person with a big personality. So there could be an energy where you are getting help from someone who has the answer. Does it make sense? Kind of like where, for example, someone gives you like a free Reiki session, someone gives you like a free meditation session, something along those lines. Someone is doing something for free for you, and it's gonna somehow heal you or help you heal from something or recover from something. Okay, because I do feel like you either had mental health issues, maybe you had mental health issues recently, or some problems with your body, or something with financial problems. There is somebody who has the answer, or someone has the knowledge that you need, or something about, again, someone is giving something for free to you. For example, it would be like a tarot reader that gives you like a free reading, that gives you clarity about your path, right? So it takes away your anxiety and you gain clarity, but it was also kind of like a gift from this person. So this could also be a person who says, oh, I'm going to massage you for free, come to my workplace, I'm going to do this for you. Or you know, I'm gonna make sure that you get like a free, for example, you forgot your breakfast. Someone is like, oh no, come to me, come to my restaurant, you're gonna get free food from me. Do you know what I mean? So your stomach is not empty. It has something to do with either healing your mind, your body, nourishing your body, doing something good for your body, or recovering mentally or physically or even emotionally, okay? Something about like, oh no, I'm gonna do this for you, this is gonna help you heal or whatever. I don't know what this is, but it feels like a person who has a lot, so they give something to you. Does that make sense? So maybe they have a lot of books and they give you one of their books, or they have a lot of knowledge, so they're going to share knowledge with you, but it's going to be a gift or a blessing because it helps you to heal from something that really was bothering you. Like you have been overthinking, like, how am I going to get out of this situation? How am I going to heal this? I don't know what to do. And then here's the person with an answer. So I feel like you're meeting a person who has the answer for you, okay? Or something about something that they say is very significant here. Okay, we also have here the card, there could also be a person with red hair significant the next 7 days, because I see a lot of like red hair here. So I'm seeing someone being a ginger, not, of course not for everybody, but it says join a group, class or course, people with the same vision coming together. Do you see where I'm coming from? See where I'm coming from? It says join a group, class or course. So Spirit might be telling you that you joining a group, class or course or an app. Okay, this could also be, for example, I don't know, downloading an app that is going to help you, kind of like where you download an app for better sleep. Do you know what I mean? Something about where another person has the answer that you're looking for. Sometimes the answers are within. I mean, if you think about it, the answer is still within you, but the answer might also be in another person that is just like you. So the answer is still within, but it might be within another person. Does that make sense? Where someone creates an app for people that have problems sleeping. So this person had thoughts about creating this app because maybe they've gone through the same struggle and they found the answer. So maybe it's important for you to connect with people that maybe go through the same struggle, okay, or to listen to people that have gone through the same struggle. Okay, because their wisdom is golden, okay? They're going to somehow recommend the Holy Grail to you, okay? So something about you might be meeting or talking to a person that is very significant because, again, they can somehow help you or they have like an answer or whatever, okay? So again, Spirit is telling you to join a group, class, course, or an app the next 7 days, or there could be a person in a group, class, course, or on an app, whatever that app is, they're going to help you. Okay, look at that energy. It's almost as if you're so grateful that this person is with you, or that this person understands you, or that this person went through the same thing as you, that you can talk to them about it because they know what it feels like. They know what it feels like to be anxious or to have sleeping problems. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like maybe people that don't have this problem don't understand what you're going through, but people that do have this problem, they understand what you're going through. I'm actually going to exchange the... You know what's funny? You know, you probably noticed that the lights went off, right? Because my cards flew down. But it's funny because I plugged the light back in, so meaning that the light, right, when it's dark, it's kind of like, you know, gloomy and dark, but when I put the light back in, it's kind of like something about where Spirit is telling you that a person is going to bring light into the darkness, but it isn't, it is a person. It's not you, it's another person around you. Because when I was trying to pick up the cards, we have the 3 of Cups here. Do you see that? Something about your situation includes other people or other people's wisdom or other people's experiences, okay? That's what it feels like to me here. Maybe you have a hard time with authority figures. No problem, okay? Don't worry. I had a lot of problems when I was younger with authority figures. I was a rebel at school, but a rebel with cause. But maybe you have a problem with authority figures, or you have a problem with taking help from other people. But Spirit is telling you, this next chapter in your life, you need to learn to take help from other people. You need to learn how to listen to other people, okay? Not always. You might be an Aries. I pick up like a strong Aries energy, like I'm independent, I'm gonna do this on my own. But the light, someone is gonna bring a lot of light to you. This person's aura and energy is so bright that they bring light into the darkness, or something that you do not understand, this person understands perfectly, and something that they don't understand is something that you understand perfectly. Put you two together, perfect match. Two people like an unstoppable force. Okay, so again, with the Three of Cups here, I feel like there is a person who's going to bring a lot of light to you, or a lot of clarity to you, or Spirit wants you to open up to somebody the next 7 days, okay? Again, tell it like it is. Open up about what's going on within you. This person will understand you, okay? Or you might find yourself feeling, you usually don't feel this way, but I pick up an energy where you usually keep things inside and you don't tell people what you're going through. There might be a particular person, I don't know if you already know this person, maybe it's your best friend, maybe they're particularly kind on that day or very soft with you, and your heart is going to tell you, I want to tell this person what I'm going through. I want to tell this person what I'm feeling. I want to tell this person what I'm afraid of. Okay, may that be new, old, or someone in your family. You're gonna have the urge to talk to somebody the next 7 days and tell them what's really going on within you, what is in your mind, okay? And you're not gonna regret it. In fact, you're gonna be like, man, maybe I should open up to people more often, or this conversation was so good for me, was so healing for me. I should do this more often, okay? Now, number 2, one more thing that I want to talk about is actually the rehabilitation card right here. Okay, because this card talks about addictions. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Let's see what that is about. It's the number 51. Okay, something about where Spirit doesn't want you to be ashamed of what you're going through. There's literally a person around you. Okay, there's literally a person around you. Again, I don't know if this person is new, or if you didn't tell your best friend about something, kind of like where you have, I wouldn't say a dark secret, I would say it's kind of like something, maybe you feel ashamed that you struggle with something, or maybe you feel like you should know the answer and you feel too prideful, or you feel like embarrassed to ask, or you feel embarrassed to tell a person that you're struggling with something, or for example, even that you feel ashamed to say something bothers you because people think you are unbothered all the time. Do you know what I mean? Something along those lines. And again, there's literally a person who like this person is just like you, or they're really gonna understand you. They're really gonna be like, wow, I didn't know you're going through that, but now that you talk about it, I went through this as well 2 years ago. Does that make sense? But you would only know that this person went through the same thing as you if you talk to them. Okay. Let's see. So it's the 51. The card 51. Because I'm picking up the energy here. I pick up 2 energies. I don't know what exactly this is going to mean in your life, okay? Because I pick up one energy where you try to talk to someone about something and they don't listen, or they have like they don't really understand you. So their answer is not really helping. Because they don't know what you're talking about. And then there's the other person, and they have gone through the same thing, so their advice would be more thorough, or they have a lot more knowledge. Does that make sense? So when you talk to one person, you feel misunderstood because they don't know where you're coming from, or they have not gone through what you're going through. And then the other person, they know exactly what you're going through. So you could have like 2 energies where one person is going to make you feel very misunderstood, but maybe you just talked to the wrong person. It doesn't mean that you need to, keep this to yourself or not ask for help. You just asked the wrong person for help. You just asked the wrong person for a lending ear, or this person was not, they don't know how to help you, but there is a person who knows how to help you. Does that make sense? It says, when this card appears, you are being called to look at any addictions in or around your life. This could be an addiction that you are well aware of and struggling with, such as alcohol, drugs, nicotine, food, etc. Maybe some hidden addictions have been plaguing you, bothering you. Such as being addicted to your phone, which is funny because my phone fell down. Okay, my phone fell the fuck down. Okay. or emotionally unavailable partners or friends. This card is urging you to consider doing some form of rehabilitation for an addiction, such as checking your phone. You might be able to hold yourself accountable without the help of an expert. However, you need for professional help and support with a phone addiction, substance abuse, or any other destructive pattern is valid and shouldn't be downplayed. Rehabilitate yourself and get help before entering a deep downward spiral, engaging in activities that feel therapeutic to you each day. You see, there's something about a therapeutic conversation with somebody, okay, or something about releasing, kind of like where you held back your tears for weeks or months, and then there's this one day where all your tears are calming down. I'm also hearing some of you guys, you might think that tears are weakness when tears are actually cleansing. Like you crying, literally guys, pile number 2, crying is you cleansing. It is a shower for your soul, your spirit, and your body. I don't know why I keep saying body, this is weird. I don't know, it's a new accent. So crying is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of cleansing yourself. It's a sign of releasing, you know, something was stuck and you release it, okay? So I want to know what this addiction is about. Can I be very honest with you guys? With the 5 of Wands, and again, don't listen. Whenever I talk to you guys, never think that I'm judging you. I also have a problem with being on my phone too much or just watching stupid stuff that doesn't contribute anything to my life, to be honest with you guys. So when I say that, it's never out of judgment. I also have this problem, so don't worry about it, okay? So it's 5 of Wands here. For some of you guys, I'm picking up an energy here where you might be, and addiction is a strong word. It could just be that you're doing too much of something, or something is taking overhand. Can I say something to you guys? For example, I am a person, I get lost when I play too much video games, because I'm seeing like video games here. I mean, you can literally see playing video games. So that was one time where I was downloading Sims on my phone because I love playing Sims. I used to play it a lot when I was younger, so it's kind of nostalgic to me. So I started to download it on my phone, and I started to get addicted to playing Sims, and I fucked up my whole sleeping schedule because I stayed up too late because I wanted to play Sims. And then I also spent a lot of money and then at some point I told myself I cannot continue like this because this is taking overhand, or this is going out of control. I'm spending too much time on this app and I'm spending too much money on this app. So I deleted the app from my phone because I felt like, oh my god, this is out of control, or I cannot control myself. It's kind of like an energy where, you know, some people, they can control themselves around chocolate, right? So they can, you know, they can eat a little bit of chocolate and then put it away. And then other people, they cannot control themselves around chocolate, so it might be better to not buy chocolate in the first place. Again, for me, for example, I cannot play video games because I get sucked into the video game too much and I don't focus on anything else. So there could be an energy where Spirit again is telling you that you letting go of this addiction in quotation marks. For some of you guys, it could be literally an addiction, I don't know. And again, there's no shame on my channel, okay? We're all about growing, healing, and learning. So again, this could be you being too much on your phone, you playing something about where you live in the virtual world, or you live more in your video game and then in the real world. For others of you, this could be kind of like where you eat too much sweets, too much chocolate, okay? For some of you guys, you're too much on TikTok or too much on YouTube, or you watch too many tarot readings, too many horoscopes, you know, something about what Spirit is saying. They want you to take a step back, okay, or to kind of like limit whatever this energy here is. But let me see, what is this addiction or addictive energy here about? Something about looking, yeah, you see, this is what I was talking about. Something about Spirit wants you to battle this addiction, or this this energy that is, you know, taking too much control over your life, or over your time, or over your actions, or the way that you live your life. They want you to kick this addiction in the butt now, because in the next level, or this next chapter, it's gonna be a lot harder for you. I don't know how to explain it, okay? I hope I'm making sense. Or this might be the very thing that is stopping you from achieving something. Okay, this addiction here. What is this addiction about, Spirit? What do you mean? What do you mean? Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, someone might be, yeah. This is funny because I talked about it, right? It's about your weakness. Something about healing one of your weaknesses the next 7 days. And you're going to feel so powerful. And you're going to feel like this new fresh energy, this spark, okay? Something about where life is finally moving forward, or like a big energy shift. So the Nine of Pentacles can talk about being too independent, okay? Where you are too independent and you don't talk to people and you don't ask people for help. It's kind of like the answer to your question is right around the corner, but you refuse to open up, or you refuse to work with other people. Okay. Yeah, this is also, she's looking at a laptop here. So for some of you guys, you might be sleeping too much. You might be sleeping a day away. For others of you, you might be watching too much Netflix and stuff like that. When in that time, you could be doing something that is really healing. Something about, okay, this to me feels like where Spirit wants you to do more things that are therapeutic to you. Okay, instead of just, you know, pleasure. I'm hearing instead of pleasure, it's about therapy or like therapeutic things, right? Because watching a movie on Netflix is good for the moment, and we're supposed to do that. We're supposed to enjoy ourselves, but it doesn't help you with this pain that you maybe feel, or this trigger. Do you know what I mean? So maybe putting on a candle and singing, or I don't know, reading a book about this trigger is more, it brings you further than you watching this Netflix series, or to find a balance between those two energies here, okay? So for some of you guys, the spirit guides are saying you might be a little bit too independent, okay? You know what I mean. Or I'm also seeing someone here is a workaholic. Listen, honey, you might be a workaholic, huh? Is someone here a workaholic? All work, no play. You might be a workaholic, huh? Spirit might be telling you it's time for you to have fun. You work so much. Okay. It's time for you to have fun because you're gonna gain new inspiration and new ideas and new fresh energy. Okay. And that might also be the reason why your perspective is changing, or you gain a lot of clarity, like where you think you gain clarity when you work hard, but your clarity comes to you when you go out and have fun and you play. So it's going to be different for all of you. For some of you guys, you play too much and it's time for you to have serious conversations with yourself and the universe. And for others of you, it's the other way around. You're too serious and it's time for you to play and have fun and go out. Okay, one more. What is this addiction about here? Yeah, for some of you guys, this is about, you know, living in the virtual world, like living too much on your phone, in a video game. Oh, for some of you guys, you could also be addicted to a person, where all you think about is a person. Okay. Something about, yeah, with the Six of Cups and the Page of Cups here. Whoa, for some of you guys, you could also be a person. You daydream a lot, but when it comes to kind of like where you daydream, but you don't take action on your daydreams. Does that make sense? You live in your dream world, and that's beautiful. People that manifest the biggest things in life are the people that daydream a lot. Daydreamers, or people that dream a lot, are the people that usually manifest their dreams, but only when they have a balance between daydreaming and taking action. Okay, so you being a daydreamer is not a bad thing, okay? Living in your dream world or living in your dream reality, this is freaking beautiful, but Spirit might be telling you it's time for you to take action to make this imagination or this daydream a reality somehow, some way, okay? So take baby steps towards it. For example, you dream of having your own company. Maybe it's time for you to actually start looking how to create a website. Does that make sense? To make this vision that you have in your mind a reality. Okay, that's what it feels like to me here. Now I want to clarify the last card here for you guys, and it says the casket. It says someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So something is coming to an end the next 7 days. Okay. For some reason, I feel like it's a good end, or you're going to be happy about something. Listen, for me, for some of you guys, this is what I was talking about, something about like pain is ending, or something being painful, or you no longer having a specific insecurity, or you healing from something painful. But again, it feels like physically or mentally. Okay, let's see. What is this? Someone is going out of your life, or the end of a situation. What is that about? We have the Page of Swords. Spirit, what is the casket here about? Okay. What is the... For some of you guys, I'm also hearing something about where... And again, don't get me wrong, I love partying, I love drinking, I love dancing, I do love it. So when I say that, don't ever think that I'm like, oh, you know, you shouldn't go partying. I love it, okay? For some of you guys, it could also be an energy where maybe you were partying too much, or your nightlife, or something about where partying too much took a toll on you, okay? Or something about your wine glass every evening might not be good for your body, where your body has been trying to show you that this wine glass might be good for your mind, but it might not be good for the body. Does it make sense? Or the other way around? What is coming to an end here, Spirit? What is coming to an end here, Spirit? Yeah, for some of you guys, it could also be an energy where you are addicted to a person's energy. You might be addicted to the sex with this person. You might be addicted to how this person looks and stuff like that, but you know this person is not good for you. Does that make sense? Where you are addicted to a person's 𝐸𝑒𝑐𝐾𝐜-, okay? Or you maybe are very, you know, mesmerized by a person. You know, they really turn you on or whatever, but they're not good for you. So Spirit might be telling you to leave this person in the past, or to really see what effect this person has on your life. Okay, and to separate yourself from them. What is coming to an end here, Spirit? What is coming to an end, or what is the situation that is coming to an end here? Yeah, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, ooh. Okay, hold on. That's... I love it. Hold on, isn't that a song? Isn't there a song? I love it. I don't know what the song is. Oh, it's Rihanna. Why am I channeling Rihanna all the time? It was Pan number 1 was like that too. I'm hearing, I love it when you eat it. I love it when you eat it. Suck my cockiness, lick my persuasion. And then you come around. I want you to be my sex slave. Anything that I desire. Okay, or maybe for some of you guys, this energy could also be where someone was like, no one can do you the way that I do. Boy, wow, you. I love it when you eat it. Okay, so for some of you guys, again, you have been overwhelmed by the sexual urge that you have for a person, or something about where someone only used you for, or someone is only using you for what you can give to them. Maybe they just want your 𝑑𝐸𝑐𝐾, they just want your 𝑝ussy, maybe they just want your attention, maybe they just want your money. Do you know what I mean? Where someone just takes, but they never give. And it's time for you to kind of like distance yourself from that person because they drain your energy. Okay. But you are breaking a cycle the next 7 days, finally. Okay, you're breaking a cycle the next 7 days. There's a big change coming to you the next 7 days, okay? Something about false happiness and real happiness. Okay. And again, for some of you guys, this is also about, yeah, this is something about where you know something is not good for you, but you know what this reminds me of? I don't know if you guys watched that pick a card reading or that pile, but I talked about how I was addicted to smoking, and I thought smoking cigarettes is the only thing that makes me happy because it was not the happiest time in my life. So I thought, at least I have cigarettes, at least I can smoke. But I didn't know that me smoking actually brought depression and anxiety to me. So when I stopped smoking, I started to experience real happiness, because the happiness that I had with smoking was fake. So there could be something like that going on here as well, where you experience real bliss compared to like fake bliss or fake happiness. okay? I don't know what exactly that means, but by the end of this week, you're going to tell me, Cynthia, I know exactly what you were talking about. So what is this casket about here for pile number 1, Spirit? Yeah, look at that. Stay silent. You're being observed. Hide your plans. Move in silence. So coming out of the hiding, okay? Coming out of the hiding, no longer being silent, like speaking, yeah, no longer being silent, speaking up, okay. Spirit is saying that's coming to an end here, okay. I'm also hearing where someone sees you for who you are, or yeah, do you know what I mean? Like where you felt like when people look at you, they don't see the real you. I feel like you might be experiencing a situation where you're going to feel like someone sees the real me. Do you know what I mean? Where someone sees the real you, and then you realize, man, maybe I was just around the wrong people because that person does understand me, so there's nothing wrong with me. I might have just been with people that don't understand me, but if I am with a different group of people, then I do feel understood, and I don't feel like an alien, and I don't feel like this weird person, because I'm around other weird people, and then we're normal to each other. Okay, what is coming to an end here? For others of you, if you felt like Spirit is like hiding you, kind of like where you try to socialize, or you try to go out there, and you try to do things, this and that, Spirit maybe has been hiding you, or has been hiding or keeping you isolated for a reason, because you needed to heal properly before you go out there again, right? Before you go on stage, before you, I don't know, go to the gym again, they want you to heal. But it feels like you might be coming to a full circle moment where Spirit is like, okay, the isolation time is over. It's time for you to be around people, to gain recognition, to be seen, to gain this, you know, to gain attention or whatever. Okay, yeah, Spirit wanted you to spend as much time, look at that, it says it's coming to an end. It says spend time with the universe and your spirit guide. Start a conversation, ask a question, meditate, listen and observe. So you could have felt like your life was fucking stagnant, nothing has been happening, and Spirit is like, okay, the next 7 days, again, there's going to be a full circle moment about why Spirit wanted you to be isolated. You learned a lot of lessons in isolation, or by yourself, or when your life was stagnant. That stagnant energy is over the next 7 days, because you learned everything that you needed to learn in isolation, in your singlehood, being by yourself, okay? About where you gained so much wisdom in this chapter. Does that make sense? Being by yourself, being with no friends, maybe nothing happening with your career. That energy is over. Like literally your next chapter is beginning the next 7 days, okay? Pile number 2, the next your next chapter is beginning the next 7 days. And for me this feels like it says you will soon be on a plane in a new place around new people, okay? So you are being introduced to new soulmates, you are being introduced to new people the next 7 days, or after these next 7 days. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Something about where you find your, I feel like you're finding your soul tribe, okay? Or you're finding a particular soul tribe family member the next 7 days, or there's like an addition, there's like a new soul tribe family member here. Okay, Spirit, why is the Fool card here? What is that energy about? What is this new energy that is beginning? Look at that. Your glow up season. Your glow is coming back. Your spark is coming back. Practice self-care and you will start to glow. Ooh, your glow is coming back, guys. That's your glow up season. The last season was your isolation season, was your introspective season, was your meditative season, was your spending time with universe and God season. The next season is spending time with people, being out there, you know, your glow up season. Okay. Why is the Fool card here, Spirit? What is that energy about? What is this new energy here? Yeah. If there have been any hexes, they're being broken the next 7 days. Okay. We also have become powerful in a healthy way. Yeah, your healthy chapter is beginning. Didn't I tell you something about like, oh, finally being healthy from something? Finally, yeah, it's like you're healthy, you're glowing, shining, thriving, like your healthy chapter is beginning in the next 7 days or after the next 7 days. Okay, something about feeling healthy again, feeling excited about life again. What is this? Why is the Fool card here? What is this new energy about? 5th house, pleasure. Oh, it's time to have fun. It's time to party. Okay. Again, see where you are at. It's time for you to, for some of you guys, it's also time for dating. Okay, for something to happen in your dating life, for something to happen with your projects, with your something about, it's time for you to have pleasure. Okay, because again, I do feel like you have been working. The next chapter is all about pleasure, dancing, drinking, laughing, having fun, you know. Let's see, where's the Fool card here? One more card for pile number 2. 9 of Cups. Listen, the next chapter of your life is all about having fun because you recovered and you healed. Okay. You were in recovery mode. You were in healing mode. It's time for you to have fun now. It's time for you to win. Okay. This is like your chapter of winning. Like you being a winner, you winning, glowing, shining, feeling healthy. Okay. That's the next chapter of your life. It might again start within those next 7 days or after those next 7 days. Okay, one more. Where's the Fool card here? Yeah, look at that. You could be connected to pile. Listen, can I tell you something? Pile number 2, I feel like your next 7 days, after your next 7 days, after those next 7 days, your energy is actually going to be pile number 1. Okay, so your energy is pile number 2 this week, the next 7 days, and after those next 7 days your energy is pile number 1. Okay, that's what it feels like to me here, in case you do want to watch it, or maybe after 7 days come back and watch pile number 1 because it's gonna make sense here. Okay, 2, I want to get one last card with a join, a class, group, or course. What is that energy about, Spirit? We have the Tower here. Wow, look at that energy. I told you, it's your soul tribe. Okay, that's actually not a tarot card, but it says thank you. Okay. Something about you're going to be very thankful and happy about what happens when you join a group, class, course, or when you download an app. Yeah, something about this is life-changing. This course, class, or group, okay, or joining a group, course, or class, or downloading this app is life-changing. Okay, pile number 2. What is this join a group, course, or class about? What is this join a group, class, or course about here? Yeah, look at that. Listen, this is what I was talking about. Going to a yoga course, yoga class. Okay. Participating at a gym course or class. Okay. Yeah, look at that. You're finding, listen, this is something about where you meet a very kind, sweet person in this place. Okay. Or you're gonna have a lot more fun than you think, or you're actually meeting your soul tribe at this course, class, seminar, group setting, group activity. Okay. Or when you download this app. Okay. One last card. Why is this course, class thingy-majigger here? It turns out to be life-changing. You meet a special person as you attend a course, class, seminar the next 7 days, or you download an app. Okay, so this could be also you talking to someone. I'm being brought to kind of like a tandem app. Do you know where you exchange, like you know, tandem is where you learn this person's language and they learn your language. This is also what I'm being brought to. I'm being brought to language courses, classes. I'm being brought to dance classes. I'm being brought to yoga classes. I'm being brought to downloading a dating app, downloading an app to meet new friends. Okay, something along those lines. Or maybe someone is inviting you to a group thing, kind of like, oh, I do this every Saturday. We do the ceremony, or I want to do like a full moon ritual the next Saturday. Do you want to join us? Do you know what I mean? So you are invited to a group activity, a group setting. Someone is inviting you to this group. Maybe you usually avoid groups, but I feel like the next 7 days Spirit wants you to actually join this group, because this group there is a particular person that you're meant to meet, or this is literally your soul tribe, or something about this is a life-changing day. Because you meet people that have a very strong, like they have, their aura is full of light and full of like, do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like to me. I look at that energy. there is going to be a special person at like at a group. Like it's, look at how many people there are. It's like it's lots and lots of people, but one person's gonna stick out like a sore thumb, or you're gonna be very drawn to one particular person. Okay, now I don't know what exactly this means, and I don't know where this connection is gonna go. May that be business, romantic, platonic, or again they're gonna say, hey, try this out. You try out this medication and it literally, you know, is the best thing that you've ever tried. It's the only thing that helped you with it. For example, where they tell you like an alternative medicine that helps you with anxiety, you try it and it actually works for you. What the heck? This is freaking awesome. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here, pile number 2. But I think that's all I have for you guys, pile number 2. I hope you like this reading. I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading, guys. I literally have a hiccup right now. And you know how, first of all, hello. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh my god, I have a hiccup, but it's funny because you know how people say when you have a hiccup, someone is thinking about you? I just wanted to mention that before I lay out all your cards. I literally have a hiccup right now, so I feel like someone is thinking about you. Okay, or you're feeling the energy of a person. We're gonna talk about it in a second. I just wanted to let you guys know your girl has a hiccup right now. Number 3, here we go. Let me cleanse the energy. So welcome to your reading, guys. We're going to look at the next 7 days, what your spirit guides want you to know, or what you can expect the next 7 days. Okay, what happens next in your life? Let's see what's going on here. Okay. So I first of all want to show you the cards, okay, and I also want to read something from the guidebook. Yeah, let me actually do that first. Let me read out this card first, and then we're going to talk about everything. So we have goal setting here. I'm also seeing that the color pink and purple is going to be significant here, because both cards look very much alike. Do you see that here? Something about a pink sky, or something about pay attention to clouds. Like spirit might be sending you a sign in the form of clouds the next 7 days. Something about looking into the sky. There's going to be a cloud, or something about a sign in the clouds. For others of you, spirit is talking to you through the colors purple and pink the next 7 days, okay? Because if you look at it, they both have like, usually I don't pay attention to color, which is funny, right? I usually don't pay attention to color, but I'm specifically seeing here like purple and pink is significant, okay? So your spirit guides could be coming to you through the colors purple and pink the next 7 days. But let me see what the goal setting is about. Okay, so, oh, this could also be an energy where your spirit guides, in case you are from, wow, I'm being brought to rose quartz and amethyst, which is also funny because I usually don't mention crystals, because it took me a while actually to really see how okay, I'm gonna share something with you guys. Maybe it's gonna make sense to you. I feel like it's gonna make sense to you because you know how some people love crystals and they swear on this crystal's good for this and this crystal's good for that. And a long time I was not a crystal girl at all. Like I appreciated how crystals look, but I was not a crystal girl. Like I didn't feel connected to it. Like I felt connected to other stuff, but not necessarily to crystals. Again, to a certain extent, but not as much as I thought. Then there was a lot of stuff happening in my life where I realized that there's power beyond what I thought behind crystals, okay? So there were some magical stuff, or magical things have been happening as I started to work with crystals. But again, in the beginning, I didn't really believe in it until there were certain things happening. For example, I don't know why I'm talking about that, but maybe it might be significant for you guys. Maybe what I'm saying is not related to crystals in your life. It might be to something else. So for example, I went to a crystal store, right? And again, there was a lot of stuff happening the last couple of months and weeks where I realized how healing crystals actually are, and I didn't notice how healing they were in the past. So for example, I noticed that I sleep better when I put a crystal underneath my pillow. So I actually did an experiment. Every time I sleep without a crystal under my pillow, my sleep is worse, or I wake up with a worse mood. Like my mood is not as good as it is when I have a crystal underneath my pillow. Now you could say maybe that's placebo, but when something happens over and over and over again, it was not just this situation. I had multiple situations in my life where the absence or the presence of a crystal made a difference. So but yeah, so there were multiple situations in my life where there was something special happening, either when I didn't use a crystal or when I used the crystal. So there was a huge difference. So there was a lot of stuff happening. Okay, for example, I on a day where one of my bracelets broke. So I had bracelets on my hands, and again I thought, oh, you know, in the spiritual community everybody's wearing crystals and stuff like that, and you know, I really liked certain crystals. For me, for example, my favorite crystal is rose quartz. So I put a lot of crystals around my wrist, and there was a weird situation where both of my bracelets broke on the same day, and on that day I got bitten by 50 mosquitoes. Like I had so many mosquito bites all over my body, exactly on the day where my bracelets broke. It was already late summer, so the whole summer I did not get one single, you know, mosquito bite, or maybe just one or two, like nothing too crazy. On the same day where my crystals break, my whole body is covered in mosquito bites. Do you know where I'm coming from? So there were multiple situations where crystals really made a difference. I felt the absence and the presence. There was something going on, okay? So I feel like an energy here, pound number 3, the next 7 days, I feel like you are going to experience something that makes you believe in the power of something, okay? Something about where we're going to talk about it because I feel like you might be a skeptic, and that's awesome, okay? Being a skeptic is awesome because nobody can fool you, okay? But what I believe is, and I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. For me, a true skeptic is a person who wants to know the truth. They're seeking truth. A skeptic seeks truth, right? So a skeptic would be open to the possibility of something being true and the possibility of something not being true. Because if you always think something is not true, you are more of a pessimist than a realist, or someone that comes into a situation with an objective opinion, or neutral. Because if I am neutral, that means I'm seeking truth. I want to know the truth, right? And if I want to know the truth, I am not biased, because if I'm biased, I'm not looking for the truth. I'm looking to be right, or I'm looking to be proven right, right? So when I go into a situation biased, that means that I already came up with the answer before the experiment even began. So there could be an energy where you are going to have an experience the next 7 days that makes you believe in the power of something. Because sometimes, spirit is really coming through here, okay? Because spirit is telling me certain things you need to experience yourself, right? You might be, because I feel like skeptics are actually just people that want something to happen in front of their eyes, you know, so that they believe in it. But it comes across like it depends on who the person is, because some skeptics, they look to be proven, like they want to prove people that they know better, or that they are intelligent, or that they, do you know what I mean? So it depends on the person that is asking the question. Some people come into a situation neutral. So spirit might be asking you to go into a situation neutral. They want you to experiment with certain things, okay, the next 7 days. We're going to talk about what exactly this is about, but there's something about experimenting. There is something that you're going to experience that will make you believe in something that you didn't believe in before. Just like I didn't believe in crystals. It's not like I never believed in them, but I didn't have... You know how people have stories, right? Oh, this happened when when I had this crystal, and that happened when I had this crystal. Or you used to believe in something in the past. For example, in the past you believed in crystals, okay? And then somehow you lost your belief in it. and it might be coming back. Do you know what I mean? But again, I'm going to read out this card and then we're going to put the puzzle pieces together. Something about you didn't believe in something, but you will believe in it after the next 7 days, because there's an experience, or you are experimenting with something, or Spirit is asking you to experiment. Because if you're seeking the truth, someone who seeks the truth, what do? They explore, they experiment. Because only when you do the experiment on your own do you see something with your own eyes. Right? People can tell you all they want, but if you don't see it with your own eyes, then it's just borrowed knowledge. It's not your knowledge, and that's totally fine, you know, as a skeptic. But skeptical people are not biased, they are neutral. So again, Spirit might be asking you to go into a situation neutral and leave the door open for something to be possible and for something not to be possible. That's what a true skeptic and when a person that is truly realistic, that's what they do. A realistic person knows that the answer could be yes and the answer could be no. But if you think the answer is no or the answer is yes, you are biased, right? So it says, did you know you are more likely to achieve your goals by writing them down? Did you know that you are even more likely to achieve success when not only repeatedly write down your intentions and goals, but also review them daily, even if it's just to yourself? Saying them out loud adds to the miraculous results of consistent goal setting. It's a simple habit, yet so easy to forget or procrastinate, you see. Being consistent with your goal setting and doing daily revision can have life-altering effects. Use this easy method to create any life you desire. Make sure you think big. You will be amazed at how quickly you can hit your realistic quotation marks realistic goals and move on to accomplishing your wildest dreams of success. Do you see where I'm coming from? That's the energy that is surrounding you the next 7 days, okay? And then it also says, goal setting sounds fantastic in theory, but actually remaining consistent with it can be challenging, especially when you have a busy schedule or struggle with procrastination. Set a timer on your phone to remind you about your goals. Keep a journal close by at all times. Allow someone close to you to hold you accountable right now. Concentrating on your goals is essential. This will keep you focused and filled with purpose, even when you usually feel scattered and sluggish. Use the power of goal setting and stay focused to your advantage. Okay, so it's interesting that she's mentioning that. Okay, something about writing something down. Okay, something about when you do this practice you will have more success, or when you do this practice you will feel better. But it's like it's a claim, so you would have to experiment and see if it's really true. When I write down, why am I seeing that? I'm seeing like the face of a doll. Like I'm seeing like a doll. Why am I seeing that here? This is weird. I'm seeing Barbie. I'm seeing a doll. Why am I seeing that? This is odd. Is someone watching a horror movie right now? Or you watched a horror movie? I'm seeing a doll. Okay, this is gonna sound weird. Okay, I'm gonna say it. It's not gonna be for everybody. This is probably for one person here. I'm hearing a cursed object. I don't know what this means. You have been thinking that an object brings negative energy to you, but you told yourself, nah, you know, I'm just exaggerating. This energy, this, whatever this is, it actually brings negative energy to you. You have like again, this is not for everybody. This is for probably one person. You have been thinking, I'm suspicious of this. Maybe you received a gift or you received something and you feel like there's negative energy attached to it and it's sitting in your room or it's just looking at you. Because I'm being brought to like a cursed doll, but I feel like it's metaphorically speaking, where there's like an object that you think brings negative energy to you, or something about feng shui, or that there's like negative energy attached to something. You keep looking at this object and you feel like, I feel weird. Every time I touch this, I feel weird, or I feel weird about this gift, or something about a place where you live at. Something about maybe there's paranormal activities in the place that you live at. Okay, this is what I'm picking up here. Again, it's not for everybody here. What is that? What are you trying to tell us here, Spirit? What is that about? Okay, we're going to move on to the next messages, but this is for someone here. I don't know who this is. You could have received a gift. You could have received a gift from someone that doesn't like you. So they're like a hater in disguise, and you literally have a gift of a hater in your room or in your apartment. Okay, and something about getting rid of an object. You feel weird every time you are in front of this, whatever this is, you don't feel good. Spirit is telling you to throw it away. Okay, what are you trying to tell me here? This is odd. What is this about? I'm seeing a doll here. Okay, this could also be if you have children. There could also be an energy where you need to check something in the kindergarten or something with your child. What is happening here? Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Give me a moment, guys. You feel something in your intuition. Do you see that here? You feel something in your intuition. Maybe also about like a gift that your child received. Because I'm seeing a doll, a Barbie. Okay. Something about you need to check what's going on in the kindergarten in case you have children. Or something about there's something going on with your child that your spirit guides want you to look at. Or again, it's a cursed object. You received a gift from a person who doesn't wish you well. It seems to be a toy. In case you do have children, it feels like a toy for your children. Okay. Or I'm seeing someone being blonde and having blue eyes. So the person that I'm talking about, something is suspect here. Like I'm being suspicious of this energy. Spirit, what are you trying to tell me here? What is that? Yeah, you have a feeling about something and you don't trust it. Okay, something about I feel suspicious of this energy here. You have to throw something out. This could even be like a picture of your ex or a chain from your ex. Do you know what I mean? Something about an object that has negative energy attached to it. Let me get one more card. Yes. Ooh, someone is fake nice? What is that? Someone who pretends to be sweet and cute to you? Oh no. Oh no. So be aware of you receiving a gift the next 7 days. Okay. I'm also seeing this gift could be connected to, because I'm seeing eyes and I'm seeing hair. So something about a hair product, something about a skin product, or something about eyes, or you need to be aware of that energy. It doesn't feel good. Something about, oh, I'm giving you this hair product, but this hair product is not good for your hair. Does that make sense? This is what I'm picking up here. So this could either be connected to a child or a toy, or it could be connected to hair, like your hair, your skin care, hair care, maybe eyeshadow. You know, when you use that, you know, you get a skin irritation or whatever. Bitch, I don't know what the fuck is happening here. This is weird. Again, don't be scared, okay? Don't be scared. For some of you guys, it's a prediction. You don't know what I'm talking about. This gift might come to you the next 7 days. Someone is like, oh, try this lotion, try this cream, try this for your hair. It's not good for your hair, or it's not gonna, it dries out your hair, or whatever this is, it's not good for your skin, or something about Spirit wants you to test things before. We talked about it, experiments, right? Where you test something on, something about, for example, where you test something on the back of your hand before you put it into your whole face. Like, for example, it's an aloe vera gel. Test if you have like a reaction to it. Something about skincare or a reaction. Or something about being allergic to something. Be aware of that energy the next 7 days. Spirit, why are you showing me this? What is that about? I'm also being brought to kind of like a, let me see. You could receive visions. I told you, okay? Because I didn't have these visions in pile number 2 and 1. Yeah, I'm hearing baby. Is someone pregnant and they don't know it? Because I'm hearing baby. Something about the baby, or something about a child or a baby. There's something, if you have a child, I feel like your child is going through something, because I heard baby not good. And whoa, listen, if you have paranormal activities, there is like a spirit guide trying to tell you something is not good for you. So you have a spirit guide around you the next 7 days that tells you that something is not good for you. So be aware of that energy here, okay? Don't use it on your skin, or don't use it, or don't take this gift, or something about a child, or your child is not doing good, or your child is getting bullied. There's something going on here. Yeah. Okay. Spirit, what is that energy about here, please? Yeah, we have the 7 of Cups, the 8 of Swords. Yeah, this is like, oh, hallelujah. Okay, this is also like an energy where someone is gifting you like something to eat, and then all of a sudden you have stomach issues. I don't know what this is, guys, but you have to be aware of people gifting you something. There's a particular person. Don't take this person's gift. It's not good for you. Or they cooked this meal with bad intentions and then they give it to you, or someone doesn't like you. I don't want to scare you guys. This might not even be your message, but it might be a message from one person, so I have to say it, okay? Yeah. Or something about you're gonna, yeah. Let me show it to you. There's something about where someone is jealous of you, of your family, of, you know, what you do, of your friends, of how many people like you. They might be, someone might be jealous of your gifts, like your psychic gifts. Someone is jealous of your connection to God in the universe. Okay. I feel like if you throw this object out, you're gonna feel better. Something about the negative energies out of your house when you throw this gift away. Okay, or throw this object away. Okay, that's what your spirit guides want you to know, but let me continue. Okay, let me continue, but I feel like your intuition already told you something is off with a gift or whatever. Yeah, so what I wanted to say here is, because we have here the card, I am strong, I am a winner, I am fierce, I'm full of energy. Practice positive affirmations, cast a spell onto you. So maybe for some of you guys, you have been, how do you call it? You have been suspicious of, do positive affirmations really work? Do crystals really work? Casting a spell, do magical rituals really work? Do witchy rituals really work? Your spirit guides are asking you, experiment with it, and you're gonna find out the answer. Because I feel like for some of you guys, you might be a little bit in disbelief because something is working here. Okay. Especially something about where your spirit guides want you to practice positive affirmations the next 7 days, and you're going to notice a big difference. Something about where your peace is coming back to you, or you're going to feel like something about where you're going to feel really, really good. It's going to be suspicious how good you feel just because you put a crystal underneath your pillow, or just because you start doing positive affirmations in the morning. Does that make sense? Where you're like, oh, I don't believe in it, I'm not sure. But the reason why you don't know if you believe in it or not is because you maybe didn't try it yet, or maybe you didn't try it for long enough to know if something works or not. Does that make sense? So there's something about your spirit guides are saying that you might find out that positive affirmations is something that is really going to change your life or bring a lot of success to you. Okay, something about practicing positive affirmations again. When you wake up in the morning and you say, I am strong, I am a winner, I am fierce, I'm full of energy, or you write it down in a journal. Something about your spirit guides want you to, the next 7 days, it's significant for you to have like a weekly planner, or to write down what your goal is this week, or what your goal is this month, so that you don't lose track of time, or that you don't, you know what I mean? Kind of like, you know, it's kind of like an energy. For example, I recently bought a weekly planner and it came yesterday in the mail, and yeah, I'm gonna use it. And I feel like, for example, it says weekly goals, and I found it so cool. For example, your weekly goal is to be as calm as possible, or to eat healthy. Like your only goal this week is to eat healthy. Do you know what I mean? Instead of, if you don't have a planner, you don't keep track of if you eat healthy because you didn't write it down. So there's something like that going on here. Hearing something about work harder, not smart. Sorry, so I'm hearing something about work smarter, not harder, or you're going to see how much you accomplish, or how much more you accomplish, or how much more peaceful and healthy you feel once you do this. So it could be positive affirmations. It could be like again, weekly planner, or keeping track of your goals, or something about a weekly goal, something about writing things down more often. Okay, something along those lines. It's like I keep hearing it, work smarter, not harder. Okay, something about you can get something done easier, faster, when you somehow change the way you do it. Something about being a little bit more strategic or more organized. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. So again, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you are going to, with the Ace of Cups right here, for me this feels like realizing how powerful something is, or how powerful you are, or how powerful it is for you to set intentions, or how much better you feel when you wake up earlier. Does it make sense? Where you realize how positively something is affecting you. Like, oh my God, I didn't know that if I do that, I feel so much better. And if I don't do it, I feel like crap. So I should do it more often, or I should do it daily. And that's what it feels like to me here, okay? So you might be very drawn to like a new habit, or something that you do differently with the Ace of Cups. And again, it's going to uplift your energy, or you're going to feel like, whoa, I feel really good when I do that. Okay. We also have here the card Stormy. It's interesting because isn't Stormy the name of Kylie's daughter? And I talked about a child, right? So I feel like someone here could be pregnant. Not everybody, of course. Okay, someone here could be pregnant, or something about, listen to this. A child wants to tell you something. So listen to your child. Yeah. Wow. I don't know. I pick up an energy here where a child is seeing supernatural stuff. So the child might be weird, or it could be even your animals. Okay, if it's not a child, it could be your animals, where there's something supernatural around you the next 7 days, and maybe your animals or your children are gonna make you aware of it. So listen to your children, or be aware of what children say the next 7 days. Okay, so Spirit might be talking to you through a child is what I'm picking up here. Okay, but I want to read out the Stormy card here. Okay. Be aware of emotions taking over and resulting in some stormy weather. For you or those around you, you are likely to be very sensitive to criticism and compassionless words by others at this time. Aggression and emotional outbursts and even violence can be the result of unresolved trauma. Now's not the time for you to initiate deep conversations on topics you know can quickly get heated. This is funny because I talked about that in pile number 2. Instead, find ways in which you can cool yourself off. Oh my God, I really talked about it in pile number 2. And find your personal equilibrium. Again, distance yourself from situations or people who trigger you to lose control and lose your ability to keep your composure intact. Take back your personal power. And then it says you have some deep-seated anger, anxiety, or grief within you. Now's the time to deal with those emotions in solitude. Having others intervene in your process will most likely result in an unpleasant discussion that might even harm your relationships. You don't need to try to get anyone else to understand the situation. You need to understand what is going on beneath all the layers first. Take time away from the world to meditate, read, practice yoga, and ground yourself. Note that storms are often followed by rainfall. Don't hesitate to allow yourself to cry and let it all out. Sometimes it's it is the best remedy for unresolved feelings. Okay. So with the Four of Swords, because the Four of Swords usually talks about taking a break, so I feel like your spirit guides are saying it's very important for you to take a break here, okay, the next 7 days, to spend time in solitude, okay. Maybe to try out new self-love techniques or to try out new habits, okay, that helps you to heal, or that brings healing energy to you, or that helps you to kind of like ground yourself or feel safe, feel secure. There could be an energy where you always give people a lot of time from you, or you always do a lot for other people. And this could result in you feeling drained or you feeling overstimulated. I pick up a strong energy where a lot of you guys, you might be overstimulated and you don't realize it. Does that make sense? Where you kind of lose a little bit of yourself because you give so much of yourself to other people. Okay, so maybe the next 7 days, because look at that energy. First of all, she looks like Medusa, so I don't know if someone here has been connected to Medusa, or you're working with goddesses and deities here. Okay, or spirit might be asking you to work with goddesses and deities to protect you, kind of like Isis, or I don't know, any Egyptian goddesses and gods and stuff like that. This might be something that is going to bring a lot of, again, you might be telling me, I don't know what it means to work with a goddess. Does that even work? That's exactly what we're talking about. Something about experimenting with different things, because you're probably going to find something that is really going to spark the heck out of you, or you might have like a very interesting experience with you doing an experiment that brings like new fresh energy into your life, okay? Or you might find a holy grail in your practice here, okay? Because with the Five of Wands, for me this feels like, first of all, I pick up an energy here with the Five of Wands where, again, there's too much going on around you. You need time by yourself here to see clearly, okay? So the next 7 days, very important for you to spend time by yourself, away from people as much as possible. You're going to gain clarity about your situation or about what's going on when you are by yourself, which was different from pile number 2. Pile number 2 was supposed to go out and meet people because that's where they find their answer. Your answer, you find your answer in solitude here, okay? So your spirit guides us saying spending time by yourself is going to make you feel like, okay, I can breathe, or something about taking a breather, or the best thing that you can do the next 7 days is spending time by yourself, okay? Because that's when your spirit guides can talk to you. You might actually, if you start meditating the next 7 days, I would not be surprised if you start hearing stuff or you start seeing things. It's not very often for me that I see pictures or that I hear words. I mean, I do hear stuff, but it was very clear. There was a spirit literally talking into my freaking ear, and this doesn't happen often. So I feel like you're going to experience something very supernatural. Look at that, we have Violet Angel here. You literally have like an angel or a spirit guide around you that wants to talk to you, but they can only talk to you and show you the truth when you are by yourself, okay? That's what I'm picking up here. Something about you need to be able to hear your own voice, or again, the spirit guide literally wants to, just like a departed, for some of you guys it could be a departed loved one here, okay? Because with the Death card here, for me this looks like, first of all, it reminds me of Doja Cat. Bitch, I said what I said, I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head, you see? Where you let too many things get to your head, and it's time for you to, it's kind of like an energy where it's time for you to cleanse your mind, or to clean your mind, or to purify your mind, okay? And you can literally do that with affirmations, kind of like, my mind is cleansed, my mind is purified, it's easy for me to have positive thoughts, I let go of all negative thoughts in my mind, okay? Try it out. I'm telling you, you might be saying, I don't think that this is going to work. That's exactly the point. Spirit wants you to try out different things, because there's going to be this moment where you're like, oh my God, it works. I don't know what it's going to be. or the power of crystals, the power of affirmations, the power of writing things down, the power of journaling, okay? Something along those lines here, the power of meditating. You know, like people keep talking about having visions when they meditate. It never happened to me. It might happen to you the next 7 days. Or people keep talking about how they feel spirit guides. I never saw a spirit guide. It might happen to you the next 7 days, but your heart has to be open, okay? Or maybe you used to do all of that and you kind of stopped doing it. And spirit might be telling you it's important for you to get back to who you were. This is interesting because I'm being brought to a Doja Cat where she said she's famous and she lets all of that get to her head. But I'm hearing the song by Drake because I've been listening to Drake a lot, like his older songs. I used to be a huge Drake fan when he was like in his early days. But there was this one song, what is it called? Club Paradise. I'm gonna put it down in the description box. In the song Club Paradise, he talks about how what is important is what happened before he got his record deal. Something about maybe something has changed. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe, for example, I'm going to give one example. I don't know how this is going to make sense in your life. This could be concerning moving or concerning you falling off with a person, like you no longer have this friendship in your life. You move to a different place. Something has changed you, okay? So I'm being brought to the song by Drake, Club Paradise, and he talks about what happened before he got his record deal, because once he got his record deal, everything changed, right? Your whole life changes, your whole life is upside down. So, and some people can lose themselves, right? Once they get a record deal, they forget who they are, they forget who they were before they became famous. But who they were before they became famous was the reason that they became famous. So when they forget who they were before they became famous, they kind of lose their power. Does that make sense? Or they lose what makes them unique, or they lose like they lose their spark and their light, right? Because what made them successful or what made them popular or famous was who they were before it all came to them. So in the song, he says something about where he got an advice from T.I. Let me actually see. He got an advice from T.I. before he got his record deal, because T.I. said once you get this record deal, once you get like famous, once you go, you know, you are worldwide famous and stuff like that, something about don't lose yourself, or do you know what I mean? I don't know what this means again. Something about maybe you moved to a different place, and in your old place you always went hiking. Now that you are in this new place, you no longer go hiking, but you going hiking was what made you you. Do you know what I mean? So when you stop going hiking, you kind of lose a little bit of like this spark and this like this glow that was in your soul and in your spirit. Okay, I don't know what exactly this means for you guys, but this is what I'm being brought to. He says like that was, what happened before I got the record deal. That's what's important. Okay, or who I was before I got famous. That's what I'm being brought to. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. So something about thinking about where you come from, or something about looking at an older version of you. Looking at the older version of you that was happy, or looking at the older version of you that was powerful, that was inspired. Do you know what I mean? Something about looking back at your old self. Okay, is what I'm picking up here, because there's gonna be a full circle moment as you look back at your old self. Okay. Now, pile number 3. Another thing that I want to tell you guys, we have here, you're feeling the energy of your future spouse and your true love. They're close. Keep up your great work. So for some of you guys, the spirit guides want you to know you might feel very strongly the energy of your true love and your future spouse the next 7 days, in case you are single. You could actually have dreams of your true love and your future spouse the next 7 days, or you could actually start to receive visions of your true love and your future spouse the next 7 days here, okay? For some of you guys, I'm picking up the energy here that maybe you've been very sad because you are single. Like someone here, you are not necessarily a happy single, and that's totally fine, because why pretend, you know, like, oh, I'm a happy single if I'm not? Not for everybody, but someone here, I feel like you maybe have been very sad about you being alone or being by yourself, but your spirit guides want you to know your future spouse and your true love is around you. Okay, but right now what you need to do is you need to come back to who you are, or something about again, cleaning your mind, or cleaning, it's kind of like cleaning your system, cleaning your aura, cleaning your mind, cleaning your body, like a detox energy. Okay, something about a detox energy that happens before you meet your true love and your future spouse. So spirit is saying, yes, your true love and your future spouse is around you, but you need to kind of like cleanse yourself from these thoughts and this mental chatter and this mental conflict that you have, okay? Because you're going to bring this chaos into the relationship. So spirit gives you time to clean this chaos in your mind or in your soul or in your spirit now, so that you don't bring it into the connection with your true love and your future spouse. Okay. For some of you guys, I'm gonna be very honest, I love you guys, okay? So again, for some of you guys, for someone here, spirit might want you to try out, and it's funny that I talked about a pillow, because we literally have a pillow in the bed here, okay? So for some of you guys, spirit might want you to work with crystals, or to work with positive affirmations, or something about to talk to your spirit guides, to have a stronger connection to your spirit guides, or to talk to them more often, or again to somehow experiment with something that you don't believe in, but you try it out anyway to see if it works. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, for some of you guys, I pick up an energy here where you are thinking to yourself with the Lovers card. You guys, with the Lovers card, I pick up an energy here where you are thinking whether or not someone is the one for you. So there is a person in your life, you might be dating, you might be going out, okay, or you might already be in a relationship with this person, but you're still asking yourself, like, is this the person that I want to marry, or is this person the one for me? Talk to your spirit guides. I'm not here to give you this answer because this is a general reading. There's thousands of people watching me, so this is not for me to answer. This is not my question to answer. Take it to your spirit guides, okay? Again, you might be asking yourself, is this person the one for me, or are they not? Send this question out into the universe and let the answer come to you. Okay, for some of you guys, spirit is asking you, because can I be honest, I pick up someone here, you look at a man or you look at a woman and you feel like they are not the one for you. Something is missing, you don't feel a spark, or you don't feel like you are compatible, really, not really. And you tell yourself, you know what, maybe I'm not gonna get better than this person, or something about where your spirit guides are telling you not to settle for something. It's kind of like you know that something doesn't feel right, but you maybe are impatient, or maybe you are, yeah, maybe you are impatient and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna be in a relationship with him or her just to test it out, even though you know from the beginning that it is not really what you're looking for. So spirit might be telling you, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Something about don't give into this temptation, or don't give into your impatience, because your future spouse is literally around you. Okay, it's just a detox energy that you're going through before you meet him or her. So don't just go be in a relationship with someone where you don't really feel a real connection with this person, or it doesn't feel right. Okay. Something about, I'm hearing they're here for a good time, not a long time, or something about, I'm hearing also not to make long-term decisions when you are angry, sad, or impatient. Okay. That's what I'm picking up here. Something about it's okay for you to have fun with this person, but if you really feel like this person is not the one, and also, of course, always be careful, because if this fun turns into heartbreak, then be careful. But you can have fun with this person, but maybe keep your mind open to a new person. I don't know how to explain it, okay? That's what it feels like to me here. For others of you, you need to protect yourself from getting overstimulated, okay? So Spirit is telling you to be more protective of yourself and of your emotions the next 7 days. You might get overstimulated very easily. You might be very sensitive. Honor that sensitivity, okay? Don't brush it under the rug. If the light is stressing you, turn the lights off. Does that make sense? If the scent is too much for you, get some fresh air. Something about honoring your sensitivity the next 7 days, or something about it's okay to be sensitive, or to take better care of yourself when you are overstimulated. Okay. Yeah, I feel like for some of you guys, you're trying to make a decision, but Spirit might be telling you it's not the week for you to make major decisions because there's a lot of information still coming to you. You might not see things clearly as of right now, okay? Because it says, wait. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. So if someone is asking you, do you want to be in a relationship with me? Tell them that you're not sure. Okay, don't feel the pressure to give them a yes or a no. Do you know what I mean? Or something about Spirit wants you to wait before you make a decision, either about your love life or about calling someone, texting someone, something along those lines here, or even about your career or your job. Something about this is about observing. The next 7 days is about observing and experimenting. It's not about making major decisions or making major life changes here. Okay, is what I'm picking up. And then the last cards that we have here is 10 card. It says celebration, fun, and enjoyment. Okay. And then we also have here, you're being invited. Say yes. This event or person will bring lots of fun and synchronicities to you. So something about being very selective who you spend time with the next 7 days. So there is a particular person that Spirit actually wants you to spend time with, and then there's other people where Spirit is like, nah, don't be around this person. Their energy is too harsh, or yeah, their energy is not good for you the next 7 days, okay? Before I go into who this person is that Spirit is telling you to say yes to, let me actually see why the 7 of Swords is here, because the 7 of Swords is sneaky. So you could have also had suspicion about where someone is sneaky or someone is not telling you the truth. Or something about where someone is disrespecting you somehow, some way. Okay, and Spirit might be telling you to... I'm hearing something about don't ignore the red flags. There might be red flags about a lover, about a person, about a work situation. Yeah, that's about ignoring red flags. Pile number 3, there's going to be... Spirit doesn't want you to ignore some type of red flag here. Okay, can you clarify where the 7 of Swords is here? Or in your dreams, your spirit guides are also telling you something in your dreams about a person. Okay, Queen of Cups, yeah. And the Sun card, yeah. It's kind of like an energy where you have a weird feeling about a person. Kindergarten, hold on. There's something going on with a child. What is that? If it's not a child, it could be something going on with your mom. It could be different for all of you, but for some of you guys, I'm picking up the energy here where this weird feeling that you have, the suspicion that you have, could be connected to a person who is currently pregnant. Excuse me, or you could feel like you are pregnant. Okay, or something about a person who wants to have children. So this weird energy could be around the person who wants to have children, about your own child, about a kindergarten. Okay. Something is off with either, again, a kindergarten, a child, could also be with a teacher. Okay, this could also be a teacher, someone in a, something about emotional manipulation, or something about where someone is hiding something, or someone's motives, or something is going on here, okay? Yeah, Spirit is showing you the truth about somebody here. Okay, and you might be saying, oh no, it's just in my head. It's not. Okay, it is not. Again, not for everybody here, okay? For some of you guys, And for others of you, you could also just feel like you being around a person is not good for you. It doesn't even have to be this person's like evil eyeing you. You could just feel like this person's energy is too self-destructive or too materialistic or too shallow. This connection is too shallow for you. It doesn't fulfill you. Does that make sense? Where you don't feel good about a particular connection here. Why is the Seven of Swords is third? What is that about? Wow, paranormal activities. I told you with the Five of Cups, there's a spirit in this card. Yeah, there's a spirit that is trying to tell you something here. Okay, about a person around you or about the way that you feel when you are surrounded by a person. Okay. That's what it feels like to me here. Let me see what else. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Yeah, this feels like a connection. A connection does not feel right, or something about secrets in a connection, or the reason why someone is in a connection, or something, some type of secret here. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Or again, there is maybe a guy and he wants to go out on a date with you, but you feel like, I don't know if I like that. Do you know what I mean? Like you feel icky about this offer, about this date. Okay. This could also be about a text message that someone is sending you or will be sending you here. Okay. Why is the Seven of Swords here, Spirit? Yeah. Let me see. One more. Let me actually get those cards here. Let's see. Why is the Seven of Swords here for pile number 3? We have here spiritual man. Okay, so this is concerning a man here. So you're going to have a weird feeling about a man in your life. Okay, about a man in your life, or someone wants your man. You could also, someone might also be jealous of your man, or or someone is jealous of your pregnancy or is jealous of your family. Okay, why is the Seven of Swords here? What the fuck is that? Okay, we have here, get ready to be in the spotlight, or eyes on you, your chance dressed to impress. So I feel like there might be a secret coming out. Get ready to be in the spotlight, all eyes on you, all eyes on me. Someone is also watching you. If it's not a person who's doing something behind your back, I feel like you are being watched. Pile number 3, be aware of shady job offers from a masculine energy, or a masculine or a man lying about their profession or what they do for a living. So someone might be lying about what they do for a living or how they earn their money, or someone has a very shady way of making money, kind of like where they do illegal stuff, criminal stuff or whatever behind the scenes, or something about, you know, like someone who exploits their staff, or someone is not honest with a job offer, where a job offer has something shady attached to it. Okay, or something about where a masculine coworker or a man at your workplace, at your work job, maybe has been jealous of you or wants your position or doesn't like you or has been treating you unfairly. Okay, but there's going to be justice the next 7 days. Is what I'm picking up here. Yeah, so again, something about money, career, and the masculine energy here. Okay, where something shady is going on, or something that you don't know. For others of you, I'm also seeing here where you might not be realizing that people how can I explain that, where you know how, for example, when you work at a call center and they test you how you speak to the customers, but you don't know that they test you. So for some of you guys, there could also be like an energy where there's a test at your workplace. I'm seeing like an unexpected test, either at your school or at your workplace. You know how when the teacher comes in and says, oh, a surprise test or whatever, or something about where someone is, you know, like looking at you at work, how you do your work, but you don't know about it. So maybe put more effort into sticking to the rules at work, because someone might be watching you, like the manager might be watching you how you work when they're listening to your calls, or when they're looking over, you know, your work something. Okay, that's what it feels like to me here. Number 3, I want you guys to trust your instincts the next 7 days, okay? If you don't want to go on a date with this man, don't. If you don't want to be alone with this man, don't, okay? If you feel like you want to change your job because of someone that is, yeah, look at that, it says stay silent, you're being observed, hide your plans, move in silence. Okay. Spirit, why is the 7 of Swords in the 8th house? Someone could also secretly have a crush. What is that energy about? Some of you guys, the 8th house is about occultism, right? I talked about it, where you feel like there's some type of weird magical juju energy in the air, okay, like weird energy in the air, and you feel the need to cleanse, or you feel the need to protect yourself, follow that energy, okay? The 8th house is also about sex, okay, where someone could also only want to come to you because of sex, so be aware of that energy. Spirit, why is the 7 of Swords here? It says, spend time with the universe and your spirit guides. Start a conversation, ask a question, meditate, listen, observe. So Spirit is telling you this answer will come to you when you are spending time with your spirit guides, when you ask your spirit guides to reveal this energy here to you. Because something is off, you can feel it, but you maybe are not able to put your finger on it. So Spirit is like, okay, let's sit down. We're going to give you all the information that you need. Ask us a question. Sit down with us. Meditate, observe, listen. Okay. They want to, yeah, look at that. Yes, it says yes. Okay. They're trying to tell you something here. Okay, now let's see. Why is you're being invited? Say yes to this event or person. Why is that energy here? The 4th house. So this person that could be inviting you could be family. The 4th house is something about, you could get like an invitation from a family member, or you could get invited to a person's home. Okay, or is someone here finding an apartment? Because I'm seeing you getting an apartment. I keep talking about an apartment, right? What is you're being invited? Say yes about? If you have been trying to manifest an apartment, I'm seeing it happening, or something about you might be finding an apartment the next 7 days. You could be manifesting something about like your dream house, or something about home, your home. Okay. Something about being invited. You always wanted to get invited to this place, or you wanted to get accepted by this place, this institute or whatever. Okay. You might be manifesting that now, the next 7 days. Okay. What is this say yes energy here about? Oh, okay. Look at that. There could be an energy where you might be spending time with a person the next 7 days, and this person might be saying, do you also feel a weird energy with this coworker? And you're like, yeah, I also felt this weird energy. And Spirit is confirming you are right about this coworker. Something is not right with them, because it says no, something is not right here. Something needs to stop. Okay. So whoever this person is, you guys will maybe have a conversation about you both feeling weird around the person, or you both feeling like something is off with this job, or do you know what I mean? All you need to know is that your spirit guides are protecting you, but they might be telling you like, hey ho, what is happening here? Or maybe you also have a feeling that someone is like mean to you on purpose, or someone is like making jokes to make you feel bad, but they disguise it as a joke. Do you know what I mean? Let's see. Who is this person that you're... Oh, look at that. It says you're one with yourself and your emotions. You're ready to meet your true love. Do you see? Okay. So for some of you guys, not for everybody, for some of you guys, you might actually meet a significant person the next 7 days. They could possibly be your true love. This is a reading for a lot of people, so this is not going to be for everybody, okay? It says you're one with yourself and your emotions, or you going out with this person, having a date with this person, or spending time with this person, or you know, being outside with this person is actually going to reconnect you with your feelings. Okay, so you're going to feel like, man, I feel like myself again, or I feel connected again, because maybe you're disassociated. Okay. So this person's maybe going to make you feel understood because they also have a weird feeling about something or somebody. So they're going to confirm that they also feel weird about something. And for others of you, you are ready to meet your true love, okay? Yeah, look at that. And it says, yes, you're making the right decision. You see clearly, yes. You see? So whatever you have been thinking about right now in this very moment, your spirit guides is saying you're making the right decision. You see clearly, and it's a yes. So something is a no and something is a yes. Okay, let's see. Who is this person that pile number 3 should say yes to and talk to or whatever? New love. This is a new person here. It doesn't have to be a new love. It could be like just a new person here. Who's this new person for pile number, or like who's this person that pile number 1 should say yes to? So this person might be inviting you and spirit wants you to take the phone call, you know, go out with this person. Look at that. The gossip card. Okay. You could just have a feeling that someone is jealous of you and you're actually right. Something about you need to listen to your gut, okay? Don't let people, you know, tell you that you are exaggerating, because you're not. I feel something weird here. I'm just confirming what you're already felt in your gut, okay? Who's this person that pile number 3 should go out with or spend time with the next 7 days? Let's get a few more cards here. Beauty queen. Okay. So this person could be very, very beautiful, or this person could be a beauty queen, or this person could know a lot about beauty. Okay. Say yes to this person, or something about, yes, get dressed, go out, go on this date, get dressed, get sexy. Do you know what I mean? Let's see. What is the energy with say yes to this person? Who is that? True love. Whoa. Wowie, wowie, wow, wow. Is someone here meeting their true love the next 7 days? God damn it. Fair male. Okay. Let's get one last card. Who is this person that pile number 3 should say yes to? Now, if it's not your true love, this could be a person who's going to tell you how they met their true love. Does it make sense? So you might meet someone and they tell you how magical their love story was. Does that make sense? So you meet someone and this person already met their spouse, already met their future spouse, like met their boyfriend or whatever. They might be telling you how magical they met or how magical their connection was. Spirit is sending this person to you so that you believe in love again, or that you believe in magic again. We keep talking about what do you believe in? Believing in love, believing in magic again. Okay, something about where Spirit wants you to believe in love and believe in magic again. Okay. So for some of you guys, there's also this energy that whoever this person is, they're actually preparing you for your true love and your future spouse. Okay. So it's going to be different for all of you. Can you clarify the 7 of Swords, please? Okay, yeah. So the sneaky energy that cannot be trusted is a male. This person could be driving a car. Why is the 7 of Swords here, Spirit? What is the 7 of Swords about here? I don't get it. Could be an older man. It says mature man. Okay, this could be an older man. Who is this 7 of Swords? Who is this person? Kind of like to stay away from them or to not listen to them. Karma. Ooh. Someone here is receiving karma. Someone here is receiving karma. It's a male. It's a masculine energy. They're receiving karma. Why is the 7 of Swords here? One more. Why is the 7 of Swords here, Spirit? So someone here is receiving karma. Kind of like where they make a joke and the joke is on you, or kind of like where they make a joke but the joke hurts you, but then someone is making a joke about them. I don't know how to explain it, okay? Let me get one more. Where's the Seven of Swords here? Career. Oh, this could be someone who bullies you at school or in your career. So there is I talked about a coworker. I just said it just like that. Like, I didn't say it on purpose, but yeah, it could have something to do with the masculine energy, or this person says, kind of like where someone is shady at work, or a colleague, or something along those lines. Okay, or you have a feeling that this person is making jokes on purpose or is trying to make you feel bad on purpose. You are right. Okay, to just kind of like stay away from them. Where's the Seven of Swords here? Yeah, for some of you guys, this person has a crush on you, but I feel like you don't want them. Or it's kind of like a, let me see. This could also be an ex, where an ex is creeping, or an ex is trying to manifest you back here with the Knight of Cups. Or something about, man, I don't know what this is. Let me get one more. Where's the Seven of Swords here? Page of Wands, yeah. There could also, yeah, there could be an energy where someone is only here for a good time, not a long time. So don't plan like your future with this person, because they're only here to have fun. But again, Spirit is going to show you the truth, okay? One last card. Where's the Seven of Swords here? Yeah. Something about being aware of who you trust the next 7 days. To say less than to say more. Does that make sense? To say less. I'm also hearing speak once and let the other person speak twice, or something about when you listen long enough to a person, you can hear their intentions when they speak. Look at that in the Karma card. The negative energy they sent to you returns to them now. Goddess Ma'at's energy is present, so someone is receiving karma. It's a masculine energy. A masculine energy is receiving karma, maybe at work. Okay. Or someone who tried to kind of like bully you out of the company, they're going to get fired. Does that make sense? Something along those lines. Okay. Is there anything else you want, pile number 3 to know, Spirit? One last card. Anything else? What should pile number 3 focus on the next 7 days? So Spirit wants you to focus on manifestation here, okay? They want you to increase your manifestation routine, kind of like where you... Maybe you don't have a manifestation routine. It's something about where Spirit wants you to manifest more. Does that make sense? Visualize more, practice more positive affirmations, script more, daydream more, okay? Is what I'm picking up here, or to do some type of experiments here. This is very odd. I don't know what is happening here. Okay, because I pick up an energy of a new person. I pick up an energy of someone having a secret crush. It feels a little bit, but it's funny because the cards here is just, it's the same energy as the Five of Wands. So you can get easily lost in all that energy, which is the reason why Spirit is telling you need to sit down in solitude, because then you're going to see clearly. Because for me to pick up the energy, it's not easy for me to pick it up right now, because it feels like multiple people with almost as if there's a lot of people and I cannot see clearly. But if I sit down and I am calm, then I can see clearly. That's what it feels like to me here, okay? So pile number 3, I'm very sorry that this was all over the place, but I don't know. I feel like there's a lot going on the next 7 days, which is the reason why Spirit is telling you you need to ground yourself daily. You need to like practice something that makes you peaceful daily so that you can see clearly, okay? Or to somehow cleanse your mind daily, because there's a lot of energy that you are absorbing, okay? My mind is calm, my mind is cleansed, my mind is protected, okay? I feel calm, I feel safe, I feel protected. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly who to trust. It's easy for me to see clearly. It's easy for me to have a calm mind, okay? It's easy for me to think clearly. I see my next step. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like where you talk things into existence. Very, very, very important for you guys the next 7 days, okay? So pile number 3, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you like this reading. I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye.